Yes. Obi, Obi, Obi. Good afternoon, everybody. I been no one stop the music again, because the thing they give me joy anytime they hear this music. Because everywhere we go now, everything we talk about, now so Obi. You go music Obi, you go enemy self. Even sometimes the devil said that they make sure Obi. I talk I'm say the fear of Obi at the beginning of wisdom. Everywhere now, Obi, Obi, Obi. Now so, but first of all, make I greet everybody. What make me call they speak broken now? People they speak English never call. Why can't they fear to? No, I go speak English. Thank you, everybody. I have to. Good afternoon, our viewers. Good afternoon, everybody. Nigerians, we say good afternoon. It's a wonderful afternoon. Yes, where I am is afternoon. I don't know the time it is on where you are, but all is afternoon. So there's this information I saw this morning. I said, no, I must come online today to just let's talk about the discussion. But however, there's no discussion we'll be discussing here that will not involve the current situation in our country. And the trending name now is Obi. So we'll always use his music to start because we are adult supporters of his movement and we believe in his vision. I woke up this morning, I saw a very important news that the convoy of the president of our country, a whole president convoy, say, oh brothers, the people, they attack him. You see where we are going to. Tell us why we will not change this government. Tell us why Nigerians will not ask for change, demand for change. The convoy of a president, because it's to live for Dara, for Salah celebration. His convoy, though he never follow him, the one that they sent ahead, he got attacked. So if they get might, fits go attack their own president. I know what I mean. Who can be anybody for the country now? We are finished. We are finished. Just few hours after that, now we hear another story say they don't blast Kuje prison. Ooh la la. You see, these things are happening in Nigeria, where we have a general as a sitting president. Presently, Kuje prison has experienced some kind of bomb blast. And it has been confirmed by the prison authorities. And the information we are getting now is that we all know how Kuje prison be now. We know the people that are always there in Kuje prison. These are high-profile people. I think Kuje prison, Abiola go, Obasanjo go. A lot of these people go to Kuje prison now. So why Kuje prison? Where they pass? Information now be saying the prisoners about 3,000 or how many. Let me not go make mistake. They don't run. Only few decide not to go. Why Kuje prison? That's a big question. So I decided to say I'm going to talk about this today. So you can hit the panel link to join us while we discuss on this issue. Now it's still open before you find it full. So before I go, let me go to the comment section and see if we have people there now. Yes, I think yes. We already had some people there. Let me just start to acknowledge you straight. We have Merrick Imade. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Merrick Imade. Thank you very much. Thank you for being there. We have Osai Bovo Okogai. Osai Bovo Okogai, thank you very much. We have Pretty Favor Aware. Yeah, Pretty Favor Aware. Thank you very much. Of course, the link is there to join the discussion. For now, these are the few people we have on the comment section. I usually don't come out in the afternoon, but this afternoon it's with me to come out because I just say let's talk of something different. We have Benson. Benson. Why them no kill him? No, we not go wish me the kill your president now. Now still your president. He never even begin the journey. I go read from newspaper reports, straight from the newspaper, so that we go understand wetin how it happen, so that it no go be like we just the talk. So we dey like read from sources, and we will make sure so we confirm the story before we begin talk. So let me look for the newspaper I want to talk from. Okay. Okay, no, let me go straight to the attack of President Convoy first, before coming back to gunmen attack President Buhari convoy in Katsina ahead of visit. So I'll just read straight from the. I'll read straight from. I'll read straight from the paper section. Gunmen attack President Buhari convoy in Katsina ahead of visit. A group of daredevil gunmen opened fire on President Muhammadu Buhari advanced convoy deploy ahead of his trip to Daura. We all know that Daura be a place, Katsina State, for Salah celebration on Tuesday, which was just yesterday here. Reacting to the development, a statement made available to newsmen, President aide Garba Shehu hailed the presidential security guard for successfully repelling the attack. The president has described the presidency, not the president, the presidency. We get president, we get presidency. The presidency has described as sad and unwelcome the shooting incident near Dosima, Katsina State, at the cover of cars carrying advanced team of security guards, protocols, and media officers ahead of the president, Mohammed Buhari's trip to Dara for Salah. The attackers opened fire on the convoy from ambush position, but were repelled by the military police and DSS personnel accompanying the convoy. 2 persons in the convoys are receiving treatment for the minor injuries they suffered, and the other personnel, staffs, and vehicle made it safely to Dara. Recall that President Buhari, as a tradition, was scheduled to visit Dara in Katsina, his hometown, for the Salah festivities later in this week. So, no be say he don dey road o. No, normally from this story now, e show say he never dey road. No, normally president dem not just dey enter road. They dey first send some team of among them media na dey join the convoy. They first send the first convoy. Sometimes dem dey use all this convoy as decoy we dey call am as you no go know which one the president dey. So go first move. If you no dey that one, if he even dey, na security strategy. Why the one another one go move? If you no even see the that one move, people say he don't even fly sef. Other cars just dey road. So all this one na security strategy. So now the first ones now wey enter road, na go jam people wey get mind, open fire on a sitting president. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? The matter don dey tough. On a sitting presidential convoy. So we thank God say he no dey and the thing not be waiting come too hot like that. His police, his DSS and all that were able to put it under control. So there's a few people injured. But my question is, but inside the same country, for road where ordinary man they pass, people get mind, open fire on a city president convoy. That's to show you how insecure Nigeria has turned to. Not be is turning to. So what about the ordinary persons? And the ordinary persons, who are going to secure the ordinary person we don't get mobile police and DSS? And the ordinary person want to get security for road? Why they don't kidnap the ordinary persons? You see why we must change the narrative. I see Dorothy Ochi, thank you very much. I can see you from the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, yes. I also can see you from the comment section. Thank you very much for joining this afternoon program. Afternoon or usual program, because I don't usually come out in the afternoon. No, elders don't they come out for afternoon. When you go see elders come out for afternoon or rabbit come out for afternoon, you know say that something for sure come. Like this news now, will make me come out this afternoon. I saw it this morning. I just for goodness sake. It is like it has come to this point. But my happiness be say, not be only Southerners they suffer this insecurity. Now even the Northerners, that they suffer the insecurity pass for the country. And yet, many of them no one open, no one do the right thing. They see they look tradition. They see they follow religion. And it's a very big problem. And the other story now be Kuje prison. May I look for that story? May I look for that story for the one way happen for Kuje prison? The attack. Story many today. Oh. Now, so inside the story now, Okowa say he lost his certificate. You see wahala for PDP. Wahala many. Oh. As of yesterday, Okowa say he lost his certificate. A Y certificate. Though now he did very brilliant. He get A and B, but he not get certificate again. But that was at least make sure the school where he go. I think I don't college is saying go. Yes, I go find that story. So many stories, oh, many stories just full everywhere. Nigeria story not the finish. Way that attack. Let me quickly, so that I can read from the source. The government attack. I just go down. I'll keep this story somewhere. Me, I don't talk, forget, say where I keep on up. Me, don't they go down, 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 down. Which are they find for down? Eh? Okay, there's this. Let me just go straight to the confirmation of the. There's no need reading the. Let me just go straight to the confirmation of the attack. Nigeria attack, government attack. No, 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 not this one. Nigeria Correctional Service confirmed late night attack on Kuje prison, says calm has been restored to facilities. Let me read from source. The Nigeria Correctional Service has confirmed that there was an attack on the custodial center in the Kuje area, Council of the Federal Capital Territory. In a statement by his spokesman, Umar Abubakar, the early hours of Wednesday, he said the armed squad of the service, in collaboration with other security agents, responded to the attack. He, however, said calm has been returned to the area. The statement was titled Medium Security Custodial Center Kuje Attack by Gunmen. It reads, I wish to confirm that at about 22 hours, some yet to be identified gunmen attacked the Medium Security Custodial Center, Kuje, in Federal Capital Territory. However, men of the armed squad of the Nigerian Correctional Service and other security agencies attacked the custodial center have responded, and calm has been restored to the facilities and the situation is under control. Other details will be made available soon. Responding to inquiries, Kikiwo Ilowo, an aide to the Minister of Interior, Raf Aruboshola, said, don't let us jump into conclusion yet. However, what I can tell you is that police soldiers, correctional officers, NSDC, DSS are all on ground and have taken control of the situation. No cause for alarm. On our part, Jane Osoji, a media aide to the minister, said, details are very sketchy. Please, the armed squad and other security personnel are trying to contain the situation. As of this time, when they write this very report, because I saw one other report, which I'm going to go to and read from, that said that some important people for the prison are nowhere to be found. And one of the important persons that we know now Abba carry, where it matter if they court, when they supposed carry go extradite to America. As we speak, report for that other paper, they talk say injured people wey waka. See Tori for Nigeria. Make I look for that other paper. For which site I see that one? Make I just quickly look for that paper. They say join people. Wait. Okay. Yes. Terrorist attack Kuje prison with ROPGs, GPMGs, releasing about 1,365 prisoners, leaving only 111 after roll call by 12 a.m. You see, these papers, they're not going to give them this information, though. This one now, don't they give us vitals into the story. 150 Boko Haram terrorists were all released. They say they released almost 150 Boko Haram who did that same prison. The attack lasted for 3 hours. They attacked through the back of the prison, planted bomb around the prisons. If you are in Kuje today, be careful who you pick on the road. This one be like form of advice. Don't stop at lonely places. Open your door and shut immediately. Watch while driving. tell where you are. This one we have see that news we carry say our brother where he still get big wahala. Say he follow, he don't dey prison again. We would be waiting to hear more. But my question is, where are our armed forces? Where are our security? Where are the DSS? They dey smart, they quick go arrest anybody for road. But the really vital work wey Nigerians give them to do, na problem. To secure the country. This is, the people arrest me now, give me say I be a terrorist. Now, real terrorist. Why they know they see them arrest? Where are the DSS? A lot of people in Kuje prison has been released, especially Boko Haram. Our brother Abakai Akai, the man that was indicted with suspected drugs, and that was locked up, that America say make they carry and come court. From the Bush radio we are getting information from that he has run away. He's not in that prison. So where do they pass? Where are our helicopters? Where are those facilities Nigeria spent money on that we bought? But the one that say can see at night. Where are they? Is it easy to pick about 300 or how many 3,000 people? Is it easy? Where do they pass? And who save at all in this country? Well, we have some panelists here. I won't just be talking alone because this is scary. Why I love this topic is because it's a prelude to election and it's going to help us very well. Machiavelli, my brother Israel, I see you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Mr. Leftist. Good afternoon, Nigerians. Thank you for having me on the show. It's a good topic today, as you said. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Machiavelli. No verse I speak broken. No, maybe one I don't speak English, I go join. But I just use broken start so that even our mama for village, in case they don't get light, they feel watch me for night. If they feel get the station for night, now know what I mean. I don't mind. If they feel watch me for night, so that they go understand. Thank you very much. Vine Maxwell, I see you, sir. Thank you very much. Oga Charles, I see you too. Thank you very much for coming. Well, it's an open floor. It's an open floor. Before I can come back to the panelists, let me also just quickly Uzuboshi Oliver on the comment section. Thank you. We greet you very much. We appreciate you. Doris Odio, thank you very much. Pretty favor. I think I've seen you before. Who again that just came, that just joined us? Benga Lala. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Who again? Agugwo Victor Kena. Thank you very much. I can see you. Asker Mota Bright. Thank you very much. And that is your own opinion. Now, Machiavelli, let me come back to you. Machiavelli, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on, sir.
My brother, how you see this story?
Well, thank you very much again for that opening speech, and I'm very happy for this great topic. And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Nigerians, and all to the concerned citizens around the globe. This is a very serious matter we have on the ground. It shows that the Nigerian state or the federal government, there is something not right. We all has been speaking a lot here on this channel on what to do and how to make Nigeria great again. Now you can see our security, the presidential security has been breached. As we say, a convoy has been attacked. So it shows that, just like the host said, Mr. Leftist, where is our military? I once asked on this channel one time, we have a lot to do as Nigerians. We need to understand what is happening with our security. There's a security lapses right now going on. And it's very crystal clear now. We have the DSS, we have the police, and we have the military police, and we also have the military. What are they doing? Where is the Minister of Defense? The country right now is in turmoil. There's something not right. We need to work on this. They need to be questioned. What is happening? How can a convoy of the President of the Federation is going and bandits are attacking? Are you serious? This is a very serious matter, and we need to urgently deal with this thing, because otherwise, I don't know what to say. Because the other time, the National Assembly, they were seeking for external, machineries to come in, but I still don't believe this can still work in. This can still work out. We have our military, our trained military. This was not what we did when we went to Sierra Leone. This is not what we did when we went to Liberia to secure the country and to give the people back their freedom. And now Nigeria, the giant of Africa, there is a lot to do. And look at the time of the election. People don't feel safe, cannot travel from one city to another. This is a problem. And everybody's sure, Mr. Host, that one of the top police that was arrested the other day is nowhere to be found. This is a country where there is a defense minister. What is their job? What is the job of the police? What is the job of the DSS? And we don't understand. These are questions that we need to ask. These are questions we need to ask the Nigerian authority. And this is why we are now looking for a way out to make sure that we give our country back our freedom. Because this is just concerning that our leaders, they cannot answer questions. We don't know who to ask. Nigerians are, suffering from one end to the other. This is really concerning. So my people, I believe for us to move forward, we need to elect a government that works for the people, that can save lives and property of the citizen, not a government that you cannot ask questions. How can a jail, we don't know how bandits were able to freeze prisoners. This is just uncalled for, and our presidential convoy has been attacked. This is a serious matter, Nigerians. My own solution here is for us. If you know you are not ready, don't say because you live in diaspora. Nigeria is our country. We need to rescue it now, and it's a now or never. We must elect competent people who can take us forward. Thank you very much. I'll give the floor for my panelists right now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Machiavelli. It's a pity, and if you can get the feedback comment we are getting from the people, a lot of people are not believing that it is real because of the way the country has been mismanaged, and because of the way the country has put themselves, their pedigree, and because of the way they've not been sincere. If you watch the feedback we are getting now, everybody's believing that it is not just it is stage managed. And if you ask me, I can tell you it may be true or it may not, because waiting not fear happen for Nigeria, not the existing world. Nigeria politics. Is in Nigeria politics. Our president put pigeon, white pigeon, they refuse to fly. We have never seen that in the world. Our pigeon refuse to fly. They push them fly. Camera dey here, fly, fly. Refuse to fly. Our pigeon self dey vex. Now, Nigeria, there's nothing that will not happen. You see our government personnel, officials acting home video for us because they are not smart. They think Nigerians are not smart also. It's unfortunate that they are bringing the name, they are bringing our respect down. They are showing to the world that we are empty. And really, are we really empty? No. If not that, it is politically motivated. Well, let me go to Mr. Vine Maxwell. Mr. Vine Maxwell, please talk to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother, and God bless you for this wonderful work that you are doing. I can say people they see me how I sit down where I put my hand for my jaw.
Yes.
They pay me.
Oh, brother.
I don't know what thing they go on for Nigeria. Like this is my first time coming to your program. My father, a Ghanaian man. My mommy, a Biafran woman.
Hmm.
And I had the opportunity to serve in this same army that is vulnerable today from
Jesus.
1993 to 2004. I took part in ECOMOG in Liberia, Sierra Leone. I took part also in the war against Cameroon and Nigeria, Bakassi Peninsula. I fought all these places. I spent roughly 9 years in war front. Waiting they happen for Nigeria today, they make me feel say they ask myself, now this kind of army where me I joined for 1993, be them be this today,
Hmm.
waiting they happen. They are killing my comrades. The other day I saw how they killed, just recently I saw how they killed over 20 soldiers in Niger State. Like the previous speaker said, an advanced party of president of Nigeria, the most populous nation, black nation in the world, was attacked. Some people were wounded in that advanced party convoy or war massacre. Up to today, we don't get anybody. A police officer was killed. No arrest has been made. Who is doing all these things? Me, I go talk you today. I'm borrowing from my former commander because he was there. My former, CNC, late Abacha. If any matter problem will last for a country for more than 1 week, the people in authority know about it. I don't know. I don't think if that assertion by late Abacha is unfounded today. Looking at what is happening in Nigeria. Why are all these things happening in a country so rich, filled with human capital, intellectuals, professors, people with doctorate degree, and so on and so forth? Why? Come to Ghana here, you come and see your people, how they are developing themselves in this very place. I know there are challenges that they are facing here too. Go to China, go and see your people, how they are moving forward, how they are developing places. Anywhere they go, you know them. Either in education, in all the departments. Why is it not replicating in Nigeria? What is happening in Nigeria? What is the reason why the people of Nigeria cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. You can't travel. Before, I used to travel from Aba to Lagos. Within 4 hours, 5 hours, I did Lagos. Within 11, 12, 13, or 14 hours, I did Kaduna. Today, it will take you more than 2 days from Aba, Asaba, Edo to Kaduna. And if you are going, you don't even know whether you will come back alive. Terrorists everywhere, my brother. What is happening to Nigeria? And we are talking of election. If you cannot secure yourself, then what is the reason of having an election? Nigeria is so polarized, ethnically, religiously, name them. No trust anymore. So much hate, so much anger in the land. Now who cause them? Now the politicians. Now who help them? Now me and you. Now me and you. Now me and you and those people that are watching us today and those people that are in Nigeria. It be we. You see a man wey no get certificate, you go queue behind him, you vote him as your president. The same thing is repeating itself today. Somebody wey no get, if you no go school, you no know your mate, you don't know your mate in school. Me, I know my mate in school. I can tell you my mates when I entered into the Nigerian training depot in Zaria. I know them. I have pictures. You are still queuing up the same people today. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? The system has made the Nigerian army so vulnerable that any country now can even invade Nigeria because you are empty. Over 200 million people, you don't have a military strength. You people know what I mean by strength. You don't have a military strength of about 300,000, 200 million plus. You don't have up to 400,000 men, soldiers in your country. And you say you are a sovereign nation? My brother, as I did here, I did read the news today. I heard it here in one of our TV stations here that one of the most secured prison in the state, in the capital city of Nigeria has been attacked, and unconfirmed number of prisoners has been released. I don't know whether Abakari there inside. Why is Kuje? Because Abakari is there. This thing is orchestrated by people with vested interest. People that don't want that guy to go and face his charges wherever he has been caught, especially in America. Because if he goes there, he is going to expose so many things. He's going to speak the truth. He's going to tell the world what happened, what they used him to do in that space. I am bitter, my brother. I tire for Nigeria. Nigerians have been made to be the whipping boys and women, boys and girls in the world. You present your people in such a manner that the world has no regard of your people. Now who cause them? Now we, our people in Nigeria, it be them where cause them. If you can, for me, I don't believe in the Nigerian election because your vote don't count. How will you lead? How will you vote the person that you want to bring change in that country and bring security to that country and bring development in your country when your votes cannot count? I take, an example from here. When we want to go and vote, we go to vote and we vote as if we are going to church. Nobody will kill you. Nobody will harass you. Even the last election that we had there, the presidential election, 2 people were shot dead by the police. Those police people are now facing trial and they will go to jail. How many people have you arrested in your country? Killing people in Nigeria is just like killing a cow. It's just like a normal thing in Nigeria. Nobody cares anymore because you are used to it. And these politicians that you are following all over the places are weaponizing poverty to make you stand. They stand. They groom their children, their words. They groom their words to come and treat you your own children the same way they have treated us today. And we are happy clapping. Tomorrow, vote anybody there tomorrow. We will come back here and begin to speak this thing, because the constitution that you are holding, like I always say in every platform, is fraudulent. It benefits a particular ethnic group in Nigeria more than the rest. That is why you see what is happening today. If it is in s0n climes, your president should have been impeached long time ago when he abused the constitution through federal character. He should have been impeached. What happened? You celebrate criminality, you celebrate impunity, you celebrate thieves. Thieves. And we sit down here, you think that by voting that you are going to get anything there. No way, my brother. Nigeria has come to a stage where Nigerians should be asking questions about the constitution of that country, because that is where the problem starts. Thank you, my brother, and let my fellow panelists speak.
My brother,
Mr.
thank you
Left, can
very
I just
much.
say something? Mr. Leftist,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Leftist.
Go ahead, sir. I can hear you. Say what you want to say, sir.
Yeah, I just tell Nigerians. You see, this is a man, I don't know him. I can see the way he speaks. Nigerians, we have been speaking here. This is a man who is a veteran, who is to be celebrated for all his work that he has done. For you and I, Nigerians, to secure the Nigerian. He gave you where he has been to. He gave you how he was born. This is somebody who was born as and also a Ghanaian, having dual citizenship, but he chose to be and fight for the state to make sure we have a good, in a prosperous country. But here is it. He said of him to be celebrated. He's right now, he's frustrated with the way Nigerian state is treating them. Please, my brother, if the Nigerian state cannot celebrate you, I myself, I celebrate you. I think they celebrate you. As a veteran, we salute your effort for being there to defend the Nigerian state. And also, we know where it pains you. It pains us as well as concerned Nigerian citizens. We will do all it can to ensure that the good dividends of democracy should be given to you as somebody who have chosen to defend the nation. Please, sir, we
I dey
salute your
weep.
courage
I
and we
dey
ensure
weep.
you.
I dey weep for Nigeria, my brother. I dey weep.
Please, I
What is
understand.
happening in Nigeria is that I
We,
fought in Liberia. I spent 3
I
years, 8
know,
months in Liberia. I
I know. This
spent
is
2
why
years, 6 months in Sierra Leone. I
I,
spent 2 years, 9 months in Gulf of Guinea,
yeah,
Bakassi. That particular soldiers, the group of soldiers that I will wear, in that is not what I'm seeing today, because someone somewhere is manipulating the military system in Nigeria. Thank you, my
I think
brother.
that
Go ahead.
we are.
I'm very
think
bitter.
that is why we are here as concerned citizens to help it back to our. Please, sir, we will join the cause. We will join you and to join us to also discuss, to ensure, to make sure that we put someone that will restore that back to us. And I can see you as you are not supposed to be. Thank you very much for having this courage to talk to us. Please, to ensure that we carry this thing forward. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
Over,
thank you, Machiavelli. Well, it's his first time of joining us here, and we want to also let him know that we appreciate him. We appreciate the service he has given to us as Nigerians and to Nigerian himself. This is somebody who will refer to old soldier coming to tell us that during his time, it was never like this. Coming to tell us he doesn't think the present soldiers are the soldiers he knew as of the time he was in service. It's a pity. But Engineer Ken, please put on your mic. I can't add you. You've been there you've been at the backstage like a ghost to me. I want to see you as a real Engineer Ken. Please put on your mic so the divers can recognize you well, and I can now add you to the screen. Thank you very much.
Mr. Left.
Sam.
Please, I just joined. Can you bring me up to date?
Please, I think it's my turn, Mr. Leftist, please.
I'm not
No,
speaking, please.
take it easy, Alex.
I yield the floor.
Yeah, well, we have to follow protocol.
Alex.
I apologize.
Alex.
I'm hearing you, Leftist. I'm hearing you. I'm here. I'm hearing you.
Alex, anytime you see me on the program, please, I beg you, just know that I know what I am doing. The way you come is the way I call. I don't have my personal person. You are all my friends. Machiavelli came first, followed by Vine that just spoke. The next person is Charles. It is after Charles that you, Alex, will speak. Then after
Okay,
that,
carry on. It's okay. That shouldn't be an issue. It's okay.
So he's just wanting to know the topic. He's asking to know the topic. You're already telling him it's my turn. Just relax. Eh? Yes, sir. Sorry, Mr. Andrew. He misunderstood you. He didn't know what you were talking. He thinks you just want to come and start talking.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I will.
Alex is a very vibrant person and a human rights, self-human rights person. He doesn't like oppressions and he stand up for what is right. So he just wanted to fight for his space and say, no, I'm here before. But forgetting that the moment we are here, we follow protocols. And this is why we must start it everywhere. If we follow protocols like it, we won't be having problem. When you get to your turn, you will take position. So for the benefit of you that just came in, we started with the attack of a city president, the convoy, the advanced team convoy that was attacked in Katsina. Buhari's convoy that was attacked yesterday in Katsina because he's supposed to go for a Salah holiday within the week, and he sent his advanced team. And these advanced teams were attacked, according to the news, by some dead devil terrorists or whatever, the bandit or hoodlums. And according to the news, they were able to repel them with the combination of the DSS and the mobile police and the security apparatus. Only 2 people were wounded. So my question was, has Nigeria come to this extent that a presidential convoy will be attacked by any set of persons? And how possible can that be? So I saw the news, the thing, it didn't go down well with me. So I said, no, we must discuss about this today. And furthermore, a few hours after that, the information of Kuje prison being attacked also come up. Just few hours.
Hello, Mr. Leftist. How are you? Good morning.
Thank you. You are now, I can see you have added you, sir. Good morning and good afternoon here. Thank you very much. I've seen you there. Because I'm talking, I did not add you, because you did not put on your mic, the divers, those were you born and which. For we to recognize, we will see you. But if you don't put on your mic, we cannot pick you.
Okay.
You just be there like shadow. But the moment you put on your mic, you'll be real. We cannot pick you. So anytime we see that, we know that something is wrong, your mic is not on. So that's why I could not add you since. So thank you very much for coming. And okay, we have Garewa Kennedy. Also, let me add you, Mr. Garewa Kennedy. Thank you very much for joining. So that we say we must discuss that. And the second one is the Kuje prison that got broken into. There was a bomb blast and lots of pandemonium in Kuje prison. And we all know that Kuje prison in Nigeria is a medium maximum prisons where high-profile people are being kept. Let me just read from another source now that I have a little break. Some high-profile inmates at the Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja, may have escaped Tuesday night attack on the facilities by some gunmen. The attack, which lasted some hours, were said to have been resisted by military personnel and prison guards on duty, reports the nation. I'm reading from the nation now. So said Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kari, and his men were at the facility. They have escaped from the facility. Government bombarded the facility with bombs and explosives on Tuesday night. Former Plateau Governor Joshua Dari and his Taraba counterpart, Jolly Yam, who had been granted pardon by the National Council of State, were also in the facility. The federal government was yet to effect the release as of the time of the attack. Source within the facility confirmed in this paper that beside the high-profile inmates, some terrorists and other criminals might have escaped in the thickness of the darkness of the gunfire from the attackers. However, as of this time of filing this report, there were no official confirmation on the number of escapees on their profile. Source told our correspondent it would be difficult to confirm if Kari and his men were evacuated from safety before the attack came, gained entrance into the facilities. He also said some applied to the former governors. State applied to the former governor, pardon. The Public Relations Office of the Nigeria Correctional Service, Francis Enobori, and his FCT junior officer, Mr. Humphrey Chukwuwando, could not be reached. Their mobile were on switched off. The Kuje Medium Custodial Center came under heavy bombardment by the terrorists on Tuesday night. The attack, which caught the gas at the facility unaware, threw the entire area into confusion. It was learned that the first explosion, a high-capacity bomb, went off around 10:25 p.m. Some accounts said it was followed by second and third blasts, as well as sporadic gunshot, which left the residents scampering into safety. Security report had alerted officials of the possible attack on the facilities. Could not be ascertained if steps were taken to prevent this attack as of the time of police operation. I just let me use this opportunity to quickly read from another newspaper report on this issue, because it is very, I read this again because of Mr. Andrew, for you to know how to follow the topic of today. We're just discussing about the security issues bordering on bombardment of our Kuje prison, and at the same time, the attack on our president's convoy. It's unfortunate if things like this keep happening at this time, though it's be happening. But we hear a lot of, we have upgraded the security, we have bought this, we're going to make this. And moreover, before now, there was an alert security report warning that Kuje prison would be attacked. It was not like there was no warning. So how come that still these people succeeded in this operation? These are not American soldiers, they are just terrorists. How come they can overpower our military? How come they can overpower our security, knowing so well the situation issue in the country? How come? It's not just all how come. How come some people can attack a convoy of the president and we didn't hear that they were caught or killed? Where were they firing from? Were they firing from the sky? Were they spirits? These are a lot of questions that is begging for answers. So I'll go back to the next person, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, please talk to us. Mr. Charles. Oh, we lose Mr. Charles. Okay. Mr. Charles is not here. So Alex.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Leftist. Thank you. I thank everybody. I thank the owner of this platform and his team of admin for the work you are doing for humanity and for the Nigerian populace. obviously, for me, I would see it from another angle. We don't have a federal government, I dare to say, unquote, quote and unquote. We don't have a federal government. We have a federal government who just came to steal, to kill, and destroy. Probably we have strangers in Aso Rock collaborating with some wicked Nigerians to loot money and try to bring in their religious dogmatism into the nation. There is no way to explain this, where a leader would set out to eliminate his own people. I've never seen that madness. So the attack on the presidential convoy for me was stage managed. Why didn't they kill the president? Why didn't he die in that in the attack? Why? Why did he survive it? How come the train that was going from Kaduna to Abuja was taken and his own convoy survived? Though he has army and he has everything, he should have been killed for us to know it was real. For me,
Alex, well, it's okay, but the convoy is the ahead convoy. He was not in the convoy.
Okay, that's why, Mr. Leftist, I'm not done. If you check the Conje jailbreak, I'm looking at this presidential convoy. Just like telling Nigerians, you see, if a presidential convoy was attacked, so we cannot solve it. You see, it's everybody, it's everywhere. That's the idea. Nobody is a fool. For me, it's stage managed. For me, it's a drama. It's a game. So I want to thank all our state governors nationwide, all our senators nationwide, all our House of Rep members nationwide, all our party shiftings nationwide. I thank you all for all the games that we play with our lives, and we are seeing the results. I thank all of you who in one way or the other have said in this wicked federal government, God will not forgive all of you and your generations. Because I'm pained as a Nigerian that we don't have a federal government. I cannot even boast of traveling from Edo State now to even anywhere in the north to do business. I cannot even travel from Benin to Lagos without engaging on calculations and thinking about my life and death. So I want to thank everybody who has been part of this federal government, who have been lying to us, all the ministers, all of you. What's this guy's name? Elia Mohammed, Festus Keyamu, all of you that I cannot even mention your names. Heavenly God is going to bless you and your generations. God will bless you in the coin you have paid us. The same coin you will get. Your children will not escape this thing you are doing with us. As a concerned Nigeria, I feel that we don't have a Nigeria right now. This is the worst time in history. The past 7 years has been the worst time in Nigerian history. Economically, politically, agricultural-wise, education. In every area, Nigeria is dead. People are not living. They are just existing. They are just like zombies walking dead because of the wicked federal government we have. What have we done? What crime have we committed? And I want to thank Obasanjo himself, who had chance to turn this nation into a beautiful nation, but wasted it because of bribery and corruption. I want to thank him. If he's listening to me, a concerned citizen from Edo State is thanking him for the role he has played in bringing Buhari to power, one way or the other. I thank all of them, Don Kabale, Dan Juma, all of them who are serving government. This is not good at all. We don't deserve it. I call on all Nigerians to rise up next year with their PVCs. I still believe in democracy. I'm a student of democracy. I know we may not have a perfect state right now, but this thing is not going to be for too long. The Hausa Fulanis, they are just trying to use us, to experiment their religious Afghanistan, mentality or ideology. Nigeria is fast becoming another Afghanistan. If we are not careful, we don't need to deceive ourselves. No need to be tribalistic. No need to say I'm Christian, Muslim. We are all one. A set of people are set out to destroy this nation, and we must stand up to resist it in any way we can. We must stand up. And these prisoners now have been all let loose nationwide. Call your loved ones if you're not in the country. If you have properties or loved ones in Abuja, increase the communication level. This is not good at all. This is very bad. It's a dangerous game they are playing. They came to steal, to kill and destroy. This is not democracy. This is not the dream of our founding fathers. This is not. I'm highly disappointed. And I don't feel safe as a Nigerian. I mean, who knows where next will be attacked? Who is not safe if a presidential convoy is said to be under attack? So for me, it's a manipulation, but the roads that lead to the whole nation have been taken over by these Fulani X-Men with their Fulani agenda. There's nothing we can say. We can't deny it. This is not time to be doing excellency, honorable, try to be constructive. Yes, we will. What about the lives that have been taken on a daily basis? What about the roads? We can't travel. Peter Obi was talking today. He said you cannot travel again from Abuja to Kaduna by road. It has been decimated. You can't. There's a colony of the Fulani herders, destructive ones, in nationwide, but especially in the northern side of Nigeria. And this as a result of bad leadership. We start blaming citizens for being recalcitrant, for being, going to criminality. But when the head is bad, what do you expect the body to do? So I want to thank everybody who has destroyed this nation. I thank them who have bought houses in Dubai, in London, with the blood of innocent Nigerians. But let me tell you, karma is real. Karma is a bitch, they say. It will visit your children's children. You will not escape from it. Those who have stolen from the commonwealth of this nation, as if that's not enough, you are enjoying the bloodletting nationwide. As a federal government official, you are involved in this wickedness. And let me tell you, you may escape it, but your children will not. I'm not swearing, I'm just telling you how I feel. Because there is no other way to explain this than to see it as an agenda to destroy this nation. Agriculture is not working, electricity is not working. Worldwide, children are in school. In Nigeria, children are at home. They are not going to school. Schools are shut down. Security is destroyed. Our currency is weak. Go and apply for a Nigerian passport. They will tell you it's a rocket science. You have to bribe like 200,000 and come back in 8 months' time. No booklets. And you tell me it's a nation. So some people are just set out. They are drinking champagne in different countries of the world. They are flying around the world with the money of the blood of the innocent Nigerians. May God help this country. So I want to pay my respects. I salute the veteran soldier who was on this platform, who said he has saved Nigeria, that he knows that something is wrong. I thank him for being a good man. Your labor in the past is not in vain. This is just a temporary thing. It will pass. These evil men will be brought to book. I'm tempted to believe in Nnamdi Kanu just now, who was agitating that the man in Atorok is not a Nigerian. Because no nation in the world, as its leaders, set out to eliminate, no matter the religious dogmatism, the madness, even the army of Uganda did not set out to eliminate a whole tribe or a whole nation. I don't know what is going on in the villa. So for me, the attack on the president's convoy was a stage one, because nobody was killed and the president was not there and he was not killed. If he was killed, okay, it would have been real. The train that was going from Kaduna, that the passengers were all taken. Many of them are going to be killed this week. The terrorists released a statement. They are using a SIM card registered in this country, and you are telling me you don't know them. Who is fooling who? Nobody is blind again. Social media is everywhere. We know technology, so we know what is going on. That the wicked federal government is the one killing Nigerians, unfortunately. So, and I also want to thank British government. They know the politics they played in 2017 in that clinic in London. We don't know what happened. Allegedly, I want to thank them too. And I know that God will pay them back for all their roles in this old quagmire. I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad, guys. I will drop it there.
Yes, I know nobody's happy. No, nobody's really happy. So if a lot of people are saying that it is the matter what the event is to manage, we don't need to blame them. We're still alleging that it may be, because judging from what can be happening over time in the country, where government come up with very false declarations and false events and false drama just to convince the people of something they want negatively. So why can't people also think otherwise? Because come to look at it, we are talking about a presidential convoy. Who would these people be that there's no update of today that they went after them and they were killed or caught? So why would people think otherwise? It's not just me or you or ordinary person going on the road. A presidential convoy with all the apparatus and no, the world is a technical village now, and we are spending much money on technologies, on the military, on this, buying helicopter, buying this, that. Where are the so no news? This was gunshot, not rocket. You see, it's from very far distance. They didn't go after these people. No news on the road. My brother, now, if anybody says yes, they are suspecting state manage, we should look at the why the reasons why the person would think like that. Why would I think like that? Why? Come on, let me menu call. You see his convoy with all the security apparatus. Eh? Why now? Okay, it's a common logic. Few hours after the attack, there was now another attack at the Kuje prison. Nigerian movie industry don't make our government, all of them now turn to actors. We were here who saw that some of our senators, when they get to prison, court, they will faint. The matter will die. We have seen many. At least Dino Malai, he did his own in court. And the other one, with billion, NDSC. Did you hear anything about that matter today? And you are telling us not to suspect. They think we don't have memory. They think we are like them. They think we don't have memory. They think we don't. When they see us finish, don't be their fault. It is the truth. Well, Bright Asabota, please talk to us.
Hello, can I speak?
We can hear you, sir.
Hello.
It's Charles. Okay.
Bright Asabota, please.
Okay, do I have the floor now?
Yes, I say it's your turn. Talk to us. You have the
Good
floor.
evening. Good evening, Mr. Lefties. Good evening, my fellow panelists. I just want to be brief. I could understand from the message, and I just want to put my little contribution. First of all, I will say our country, Nigeria, is in the state of an animal's farm, for those of us who read that novel. And the word Nigeria as a country, for me, from what I'm hearing today, I've decided to see Nigeria as a scam. It's not a country for us, because some of us here, we could try to put our effort to talk politically, democratically, to be a united Nigeria. Nigeria is not going to be united anyway. Take it to the bank. There is no way this country is going to come together as it used to be before, because we have gone offshore already. So we are not going to be able to draw one rope. Yesterday, I was listening to Galadima on Arise News. I could, from his statement, how he was proposing Kwampuso before Peter Obi, you could see from the agenda there is something wrong with that name, Nigeria.
Mr. Bright Asabota, please. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, please just give me, somebody just called in watching us. We usually take this feedback. It helps us a lot. So the person on the line, please, caller, tell me where you're calling from and your name.
I'm calling from Italy. I'm a Petobori Ghanaian.
Okay, please.
Yeah, a Petobori.
Okay, a Petobori.
Yeah. My mom from those states where my dad is job. So let me go straight to the point. This issue, hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. You see this issue of boss prison, open prison for prisoner to run. Then bandits they attack number one citizen of the state. My brother, no, we not deceive ourselves. We know they do the thing. Now the strategy where Buhari and the people take come and so. You understand? So in the premise here, the Nigerian I say why you take on thing. See people they look at like saying joke because Nigeria not be joke, but Nigeria is on fire. You understand? So if we not do the right thing now, this Buhari and people now see what they will use Nigeria change from now to 2026. It's not funny, this one is not funny, bros. Because when I see the video this morning, my hair they don't tear. Can you imagine? Country where president day. You don't ever see this guy yeah, for Western world where we day for here. This guy don't they happen for Europe. All those guys don't they happen for here. You understand? So may they not deceive themselves. See, Buhari feel saying they deceive people, but it may now himself in the deceive. Not the people like us where don't civilize so we don't travel, we don't see things. You understand? So the country don't save. Okay, tell me, bros, I'm the ask. Most person they go release for prison. Not be cause where they do all those nonsense when they catch where they never keep before. Not be they go release. That's why we don't deceive ourselves. They're not people they go release for them. Not the parents leaders. But then our leaders are supposed to talk. They don't talk. All of them keep quiet because they are greediness. Talk, not check people. But the thing, now railway go fuck beat everybody. Now they come so. All of them lock up people when they go release now. Now see when they go enter street now. Now the game won't start now. Now the game won't start because how can you go? Bros, no, not reason this thing now. No, not deceive ourselves. Those guys when they go release now they are group when they do all those nonsense when they keep people. Then they go release so that they for succeed their mission. Now the thing won't start. Don't be saying mad. But I didn't know what they happen. You know what they happen? Hello, bros, can you hear me?
We are hearing you, sir.
But I didn't know what they happen because if you not do it like this, people don't because you know say if you come out if you tell or don't finish next year as they come out normal level you go enter prison. But like this, so you don't enter prison again because after all they come say attacker. I don't know whether you get me. Yes. You understand? So the matter be say me with the watch now see what you want happen. No, but me now I dey Western world I'm afraid because I get people for that Nigeria. Everywhere these people happen, I still get people for there. Nigeria don't save again. I just the war don't every day Nigeria. War don't day Nigeria. Silent war don't day. Everybody know. Silent war day because people they feel say man, it never reach their phone. Now gradually, now so you go they know for each people domot. You understand? That's just my contribution.
Thank you.
I also may I call you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, bro. After Muta Bright, please, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for having me back. Like as I was saying, the system has already, put everybody on this space now to see that there is nothing going to change. There's nothing that will change the country because this I don't believe the president was attacked by men of arms or anything because if Nigeria the government the federal government can pick somebody like Nnamdi Kanu from somewhere and kept that person in Nigeria for some days before the general public were put to notice, how will you attack such a person that has so much intelligence, can chase Sunday Igboho as far as to Benin Republic, and you are not saying somebody could attack his Convoy? We should not deceive ourselves. This is Nigeria for you. Nothing like that is happening. It is a game. Nigeria is like a Hollywood industry. They first of all give you something so that your view, you will first of all enjoy those things through the television, so that when you are seeing those things in real life, you got to know that, oh, I saw it in the movie before, it's not more a new thing. That is how Nigeria operates. Now they are just giving you some of the tips that might happen before the election. If the convoy of the first citizen can be attacked, That means when you are voting, you're doing your vote, for those of us who support Peter Obi, you might be attacked. And there will be nothing nothing will come to justify that, because they will only tell you that, the government, the president was even attacked. So why can't a voter be attacked? So all those things are just, for you to know that a lot of things is going to happen in the nearest future. A lot of things is going to happen, and I would be afraid, even if this man at the end of the day becomes the president of Nigeria, if he's voted for, the way people are moving about it, whether the people from the north will agree, because there is already a disagreement that these people are not going to allow it. You might see something like MK or Abiola's scenario coming back to place. We should not deceive ourselves. This is not the time to be too democratic. This is the time for us to be rebellious, because nothing is working. Nothing. I represent Nigeria Association in my community. Do you know what it is for a Nigerian to get their passport from the embassy? You know what they pass through? Nigeria is a scam. There is nothing happening. When something happens to you as a Nigerian, your country cannot even represent you. They don't even know whether you exist. So a lot of things is going on. It's a pity for me that Peter Obi has the interest of Nigeria at heart. He's doing his best. But I tell you, it's going to be hard. Nigeria needs a reset. It's just like when you buy a phone and you start putting a lot of application, corrupt files and everything. The phone will start malfunctioning. If you decide to say you want to pick out some application from it and say, okay, if I take 2 or 3 out of the phone will work normally. It will work for some days, then it will come back to the same state. Except you have to do it to a factory reset setting, which Nigeria needs. Nigeria has to go back to a factory reset, whereby we will start from ground zero. Either we are going to go our separate ways, or we decide how we are going to govern ourselves. All this election. What if Peter Obi comes in? What is going to be the best person after Peter Obi? That is what so it is not going to change anything. It's hard time we take the bull by the horn. It is not coming to limelight about what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying. It is now obvious for everybody. It's just still, we have been so divided. Oh, this man is an Igbo man. This man is a Benin man. Don't join the Igbo people. They are no. The government have been able to take our history from us. That is one thing they did to us as Nigerians. They take the history from you. You go to school, you don't know about yourself. You don't know the local government you are from. You don't know how you became. You don't even know anything about your community. Those are things that you are supposed to learn from the grassroots. Take, for instance, the United States. No matter how the country might be for them as citizens, they still take it to be a great nation for themselves, because their history, they celebrate every day, July, Thanksgiving, they do everything so that the people will have that orientation of believing in their country and in their heritage. But in Nigeria, it's difficult. You don't know your history. We are speaking like this because we read when the educational system was better than it was today. An average Nigerian who did not follow the system of education we follow, we don't even know the history. If you ask an average Nigerian about Tafewa Balewa, they might not know who is Tafewa Balewa. If you ask about Macaulay, some people will not even know who's about Macaulay, because there's no statue of these people most somewhere that people will add recognition to it. Also, this man, this one. So Nigeria, they eliminated all those things from your orientation so that you can never know what is going on. And that is why the people don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Everybody is just stuck there. And this people will come and give you anything they want. Imagine, like you said, the man of NDSC, the man that was fainting on top of the table. Nobody knows where that one is now. The other one that was running away with billions of the other day, we only heard it from news. Nobody knows where they are now. Everybody is just moving on. We move along. The country is a scam. It's simple as that. It's a scam. Nigeria will not work. It's not going to work. Take it to the bank. I know some people will be disappointed, but I believe, because if you look at what is going on now, don't deceive yourself. You will know that this country cannot be one Nigeria anymore. We are so divided. It's hard time. Everybody go their separate way. That is my suggestion. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you very much. But I agree, everything you said so far, I agree with you. But for the fact that Nigeria cannot work, that's the only point I don't think I want to agree with you. If we have the right leadership, sir, Nigeria will work. Why Nigeria is not working now? Because of the set of people we have that does not have vision for the country. They all came in to execute 1 or 2 that they believe in, 1 or 2 that they have in mind, 1 or 2, because that is what they want to do. if we have somebody that really is patriotic, somebody that really believes in that country, Nigeria will work. Just like the man that just spoke, the veteran, Vine Maxwell. During his time, our military weren't like this. During his time, this was the time the Nigerian military is giving big respect. They were all going for peace meetings. Without much technology, their capacity were fed. Their tactics were fed. A lot of other countries were coming to collaborate with our military here. No joke. How could what that happen? Just like you said, some people has hijacked the military and infiltrate people, their loyalists, people that listen to them to achieve a particular whatever. Because today, our military is not the way it is. It doesn't mean they are so weak. They are not weak. Our military are not weak. Nigerians are smart people. I stand here to tell you that our military, if allowed to actually work operationally, they will surprise the world. We are not weak. But just like some of us are saying, it is not working because the right people are not there. It is not working because the people we have now are the people that say, this is my own. Something will happen here, you arrest somebody. There was a video I said, so we got from, is it not Akwa Ibom? People that came with army uniform, with almost 80 AK-47 arrested, given to the police. A cop came, they released them and gave them back their AK-47. The matter died. And they said, thank God they have some of this clip before on video, on phones and all that as evidence. How can Nigeria work? When people in power are the people who are killing, when people in power are the people using other people to get what they want. They don't care of the life lost, anything that happens. How can Nigeria work? So I think Nigeria will work if we have the right leader. That is the only area I would agree with you. Anyhow, you said everything you said our mind. Mr. Andrew, please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. My greetings to everyone on the panel and those listening at home and abroad. Lefty, you said some things I wanted to say in respect to those hello? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Go ahead, sir.
That Nigeria is not working, Nigeria is this. We cannot be sending a conflicting signal because there is a great level of hope now that we are seeing in respect to having Peter Obi elected. We're praying, we're doing everything to have this man elected to become president, not because of his tribe or whatever, but because of his history, his credibility, his track record of being transparent and being accountable. So I think we should be optimistic. We all know the situation of the country. The president convoy being attacked by bandits is not different from the Niger Watch person that was attacked by one honorable recently. There's no difference. So to me, it's not a big deal. It's not breaking news to me as far as I am concerned. A few days ago, Channel interviewed the Borno State governor. I think I left it. I sent you that video. Samuel Autumn, where Samuel Autumn was highlighting this bandit issue, and he said, "We will not be surprised. We will soon hear that the presidential villa is being attacked by bandits, and it happened recently." So, but let's maintain a degree of positivity. We are all aggrieved. There's nobody that have not felt the injustice that is happening in Nigeria. The veteran that came on the platform is left now highlighted. There are lots of veterans that are feeling this pinch. From history, my father fought in the Second World War, and he was never paid the money till he died. So I mean, it's happening everywhere. But if we can just maintain, like I said, my attitude right now is to, despite all these facts that we know, we have to maintain a degree of positivity. Breaking up ain't going to change the situation. I will say this till the kingdom come. Because if I am clamoring for breaking up, to break up the country, how good is my character? Those who are clamoring for breaking up, can you put them on the scale and say they're transparent and accountable, that when they break up, it's going to be better than Nigeria where it is today? Then, you see, I think we're missing the point, or people are missing the point of Peter Obi, okay? Peter Obi will, God willing, he becomes president for 4 years. He stays for another 4 years, 8 years. After Peter Obi goes, we have other years to come. But what the man will do by the special grace of God, it will set a precedent that we will follow henceforth, whereby people will be judged based on their transparency, their accountability, how they be able to work in government. That is the highlight of Peter Obi, not just the present, not just the immediate. So we must, those who are in abroad, that we keep saying this, we must understand that the system in the Western world today was not started by those present, was started years ago, but they were able to maintain it. They were what? Able to maintain that system. There's corruption, but we don't see it. We can hear it. The basic things are working. So most people are not bothered about that again. I mean, recently, the Prime Minister, his two key men resigning, the UK Prime Minister, his two key men resigned because they felt the leadership was not going anywhere. He's not being honest. He's been involved in a lot of issues, and they're asking him to resign. That is how system work: transparency and accountability. So please, I am aggrieved as every other person, but I am not going to provide a counterproductive message. I'm clamoring for Peter Obi. I'm looking at the brighter future. Nigeria is not beyond redemption. And I disagree with anyone who comes on the platform to be saying Nigeria is beyond redemption. No. Nigeria is not beyond redemption. We have brains. People are fighting now. People are talking now. People are crying out. Most people have seen what it is like to have a good leader. Anambra State is within the geographical map of Nigeria, and Peter Obi was governor there twice, and he told us what he did, and we went to verify it, and everyone who verified, up to the shoe he bought, somebody went to verify. That means the country can be turned around. So when we send conflicting signal that, oh, the country is finished, it is unfortunate where the country is today. And for Alex, listen, I understand your grievances, but I'm a man who understands that when you start making certain pronunciation about people's children and this and that, please, the Bible says that the soul that sins shall perish. The sins of the father shall not be required on the son or the child, as long as the child do not follow the footsteps of the father. So we have to be very careful here. I said this some time back ago. Some of us in diaspora are also responsible for the problem in Nigeria. So when we come here and we start pointing, accusing finger, this and that, we must understand that some of us also sold our vote in the past. We created some problem before we left. We left because we had the opportunity to leave. So let's take a step back and let's maintain this positive attitude. We have a man who is credible, and let's focus on that, because when people start getting this conflicting message, what is the point? Is it we just come here and just send conflicting message to people? This thing is on record. It's on live. People will watch it tomorrow. We watch it next year. We watch it over and over again. Let's maintain some degree of positivity. If your house is in chaos, is that the way you're just going to throw everything into the towel and say, oh, my house is in a chaos, everybody go and die, everybody go and do this, kill everybody? Come on, gentlemen, let's be realistic here. We all know the problem. We are not blind. We feel it every day. Some of us wants to go back home. Even those in diaspora, I mean, I can't mention them, who left the Western world, that they said they are going into politics in Nigeria to change things, became worse, turned worse than even the ones that are there, because their mentality is not to go and bring change to the country. I mean, I like I said, I came here because of leftists. For some time, I've not come on Nigeria Watch, because I want to maintain a degree of positivity. While I recognize the problem, we have to provide solution. And the solution we are seeing right now is on the ground. People back at home, we're encouraging them to not just to get their PVC, to vote for the right person, not to go and vote only, but to vote for the right person. The man that we are seeing with character, proven character, so that when he gets into government, it will help us to change some things. It will set the bar. It will set the record straight. Then some of us who also have that ambition and also have that character to say we want things to change, we will go back home and support as well too. Obi said when he was governor of Anambra, said the party to which he became governor had no representative anywhere. But when he got there, people started vying for positions in local government and everything. Is it not possible? Please, honestly speaking, I actually wanted to leave when I was hearing this mixed signal. I said, listen, I'm not cut out for this. I have better things to do with my time than to be sending mixed signals to people after there. It's counterproductive. It doesn't make sense. That's just the truth. If you are really believing P2B and you hear what the man says, you follow his post every time, it's positive. It gives hope. If you cannot give hope, let me just generalize it, don't let me point, so that if we cannot give hope, let's keep our mouth shut. That's just the truth. If we cannot give hope, preach courage, keep your mouth shut. I yield the floor back to you, Lefty. Thank you.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we have hope. Yes, we have hope. That's what I said. I said Nigeria can be better than where we are. It was better than this before. Why? Because the leaders we had were a little bit good and active in some areas. So Nigeria can also be better than this. So I think because we have hope, we already have somebody we are looking up to. I think the best message is for us to keep giving hope and telling Nigerians to get ready, to be prepared to do the changes, and telling Nigerians to get ready, to be prepared to change the country themselves. Yes, power belongs to the people. Power does not belong to few people. Even as of today, according to one information I got, as of this morning, in Benin, some market women were on the streets. They had hope. What were they doing? What were they doing on the streets? These market women, what were they doing? Because they have hope. Let me see if I can get that. Yes. So market women were on the street because they have market women. Just look at them. Look at them on the street. Eh? You see, I decided to put this on. I never wanted to play on the video. After Mr. Andrew spoke, and I remember I saw a video of market women. These are, you know how we describe market women in Nigeria. we look at there are people who are not enlightened. We look at there are people who are not really civilized, like primitive. If these people, women like this, can come together, look at them on the streets, living their ways to, why are we not believing in Nigeria can get better? So we need to actually start preaching the hope that we can do it and Nigeria can get better. And I know Nigeria will definitely get better. So on that note, I want to call on Ken. We still have Engineer Ken with us. Oh, it looks like we lose Engineer Ken. Oh, all right. Mr. Igareva Kennedy, please talk to us.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, the panelists. Mr. Leftist,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes.
so thank you. I thought you were going to kind of talk on this last caller's issue because I found him as somehow too instructive and kind of too bullish. Because we are all here to give our different opinions. Nobody is here. Nobody is too intelligent, and nobody is stupid here. We are all, some of his statements were not encouraging to me. You don't ask people to shut up if they don't have anything to say. You have to be a little bit polite because this is a matured and intelligent or informative platform. I think because the person he was referring to is being quiet, he has not even responded. Because if you
Yes,
think
sir.
people are, yes,
You just draw my, sir, sorry,
yes,
Mr. Igareva Kennedy, you just draw my attention to that because I was not looking at, I was already looking at the message he was sending. But that really is something we really don't appreciate. Thank you, sir, for drawing my attention because sometimes
thank
we
you.
can, yes, thank you, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah, thank you. Yes,
Mr. Andrew, you are my very good friend and you are always here with us. Oh, it's like we still have, yes, you are my very good friend. You are always here with us.
Let me let
You
me give
spoke very well.
sorry, lefties. Let me give my apology if anyone is offended by my comment. And thanks for bringing it up, sir. But respectfully, I'm sorry I interjected you. Respectfully, we all know that I'm not instructive or I'm not not a bullish person. I have my own YouTube channel that I run, and I come here as well to have two channels. But I believe that the state we are in the country right now, because we all want this nation to be better. It's like we want things to be better, and at the same time we are also passing negative things out there rather than preaching hope for the people. I'm not on ground. You are not on ground. I don't think you are in Nigeria. Most of us here on this platform, we are not in Nigeria, we are in abroad. And those in Nigeria are listening or will listen. And they are doing everything within their power to get the PVC to go and vote to this time. And when somebody come on the platform and start saying Nigeria is finished, Nigeria can never be good, it annoys me, sir, respectfully. That is why I acted in that way. That is my nature. I apologize if I offend anybody by asking people to shut up or whatever it is. Some of you are older than me. I sincerely apologize. But I stand on what I say that if you cannot preach hope or give hope to people, there's no point preaching negativity. I'm sorry. That's just, I stand on that. I'm not going to take that back. I yield the floor back. Thank you for allowing me to speak, sir. I'm apology if you're offended.
thank you very much. Thank you for your understanding. This is very matured of you, and I respect that. We are speaking from different perspectives. We are all brought up in different areas,
And
and
again, sorry,
yes,
sir, I'm interjecting too. I have to actually apologize to everybody if you feel very bad with that message. I think I got oversight and it was very emotional. The person that spoke before them, Alex, was also very emotional. No, Alex is always emotional. He do things with all his heart and his emotions. And the other man that answered again also was also very emotional. But I tried to look at what they were both saying. What they were both saying is same, apart from the negative area where one man said Nigeria cannot work. And that's another person, it's not even Alice anymore. For Nigeria cannot work. And at this point, really, I think I have to really apologize. Nigeria can work. That we wouldn't in this our platform use such languages like if it cannot work, why are we here? Why are we talking? Why do we spend our time coming here if we don't believe Nigeria can work? So we wouldn't be please using such language, discouraging language, because everything we are doing now is for Nigeria to work. We need somebody that can really respect the rights of people, somebody that can actually protect us as a Nigerian, somebody that will unite everybody as one, not siding his own, not believing in religion, not following. So that's it. Thank you very much, sir. You can go ahead.
Yes,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you very much. I think for me too, I think Nigeria will work. If anybody says Nigeria will not work, that person might be talking from the angle of frustration. Not that the person is actually thinking Nigeria will not work. If he or she thinks Nigeria will not work, he or she will not be here. So he or she thinks Nigeria will work. That is why he or she is here. That is angle of frustration. Let me go to the convoy that was uh, allegedly attacked. From the news, I read in the newspaper that the presidential convoy was attacked. And when I came here, I heard from Mr. Leftist that the presidential convoy was the president in the convoy. Those of us who went not to go school, like I said, we not sabi English.
No, no,
Was
it
the president in
wasn't.
the convoy?
No, sir.
Okay, sir.
It was the
Okay, sir.
advanced team.
Okay, sir. Okay, advanced team. Okay, going before him. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the fact is, like I said in the during the newspaper review, that I wasn't sure the convoy was actually attacked. It was probably a scam or a setup, or uh, they just wanted us to, like somebody rightly said, they were just wanted us to know that if the president convoy can be attacked, which means any other convoy can be attacked. I think that is what is happening. You know that in 2014, 2015, leading to the election of this Buhari, he was attacked in Kaduna too, and nothing happened to him. I saw him on video when he was walking, got out of the car, and he was walking towards the camera or something. So it's actually what is going on. It's pathetic what is going on in our country. For me, I am not sure the convoy was attacked. Nobody was killed. If these terrorists now, the way they are now, bandits, okay, look at the way they have coined the name banditry, from terrorists to banditry. People that are holding guns, knives, and whatever, they call them bandits. Bandits, the definition, I think people that are carrying guns, they should not be called bandits. They are supposed to be called terrorists or killers or whatever. So, but anyway, I'm not sure the convoy was attacked. It was a kind of a scam. So the issue of Kuje prison, Kuje prison was attacked, and Abakari was there, and a whole lot of people were released. Why would they even want to go release them from the prison? Because the president has enlisted most of them into the Nigerian army. So I think they are bringing them into the Nigerian army again for them to continue what they have been doing. So I just, all these things that are happening is very pathetic. It's very funny what is happening in our country. But let me salute the veteran that spoke. When he was speaking, I was home then. I was actually bleeding. I bled very profusely when he was speaking, because somebody that has served the country in that category, now seeing what is going on now, is actually very, very funny and painful. Let me salute him. Thank you very much, sir, for your service to the country. And I think Kuje prison too, probably they just went there to release people. How many people were killed? Our military cannot repair people that came to attack the prison. And when somebody has already said that the prison could be attacked very soon, and the prison was actually attacked, and none of those people were killed, they were not arrested. The ones that hijacked the train the other day, adopted a lot of people. They have not seen them. They are using Nigerian phones. I don't know what is going on. They are using Nigerian phones. They say get your NIN, get your this, get your that. Yet they cannot trace these people that are calling the family of the adoptees and what. I don't get it. So it's actually very funny. Let me not take too much of your time. All these things, they are scam, the way I see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are just taking opinions, and almost all the opinions is saying the same thing, allegedly, because how possible? How possible? Anyway, gingerbread. Oga, talk to us. Gingerbread.
Hey, Mr. Leftist, can you hear me?
Gingerbread. I
Can you hear
can
me?
hear you. Good evening. Gingerbread,
Good.
please,
Yeah.
did you come here with the bread?
Well, I came with some ginger. The bread will come later on.
Oh, yeah, ginger us. Ginger
Yeah.
us, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. You see, I joined this
Gingerbread,
conversation. Yes.
I'm sorry. Please, just hold on. I'm taking call intermittently. This one intermittently, and I have a caller now. Let's just hear. Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
It's money, yeah. I don't know what time is over there, but can I just add to the program? My name is Samuel.
Samuel, please talk to us.
I was watching Arise News today, and I'm a man that never cried for one day, but at least I cried today when I heard Peter B statement. That man called Peter B. I don't know whether I'll call him the savior of Nigeria or about to be. You know what Arise is calling right now? They call him the phenomenon. After they ask him all the questions they need to ask him. And what are the questions they ask him? They ask him about the port. They ask him about the security. They ask him about the oil problem. And all the answer he gave, the person that need to write it, have to come back and say, this is a phenomenon. I thank God that he's not taking Kwakaso along. I thank God that Kwakaso is dropped. Because if anybody feel too big to redeem that nation, I don't think he's supposed to be in the ticket with him. Now, what I want to add, why I call in that I want to add is that 8 months is far. They're going to come with a lot of things, a lot of life about Peter Obi. It now depends on the follower. If Nigeria wants their country back, especially the youth, they're not supposed to believe any light that's going to come. They're supposed to be focused and vote. Me, I'm in the diaspora. Diaspora doesn't vote. But I feel for my people at home. So I like what you guys are doing. I can see the topic about the convoy. Can you people imagine anytime Lai Mohammed come out to say they are making progress in security, that's when these people strike. Just to show him that they are not doing anything. I have my son in Kaduna. He moved to Abuja because of problem. Because of this bandit operating. Anytime Nigeria come out and say they are doing something on security, bandit will strike. Can you believe they strike the presidency convoy? Oh my God, that's the lowest end. I thank you for what you are doing, and if we should continue as I listen to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Mr. Ginger, please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Because this broadcast is live and stays on the internet, and people have the opportunity to go back to listen to all what we have said. So I just want to encourage us to be more constructive when we make our submissions. First of all, I joined the platform today. The veteran was rendering his submission, and I want to use this opportunity, to thank him for his services. But also, I also want to address a few things which he said, which I think can be constructed in a different way. He talked about the show and the election, doing everything possible to participate in the coming election by getting their PVCs. And then he referenced on the constitution being fraudulent, and it's not going to change. I really do not want to agree with that 100% because the reason why the constitution has not been changed is because the oligarchy has continued to make sure that the person that gets to that office, is one of them that does not give room for, the changing of that constitution. So I believe that if the right candidate that really has, the people at heart, that understands that democracy is for the people, by the people, and for the people, such candidate would be able to give that opportunity for a revisit of the constitution. The next thing I want to talk about is, I heard about the attack on the president and also at the Kuje prison. If we watch closely what is happening, you will see that there is a strategy and there is a deliberate effort to make sure that Peter Obi does not emerge as the president of Nigeria. I say this because in few days past, if you watch closely what is happening, you will see that, the North, especially the northern elites, haven't seen that the obedient movement is beginning to penetrate into the North. I mean, it has penetrated the South. It is beginning to penetrate the North. And yesterday, I think Doyo gave an analysis. Was that on our rise? That is at about 15% right now in the North. But by the time the vice presidential running mate is announced, is going to be a leadway, a catalyst for further penetration. So what this northern elite, I see them doing right now is by to make sure
We can't hear you. I'm losing you. Can any other person hear him?
No, can you?
No, I think it's his network is bad.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, sir.
Can you hear me?
No, sir. Your network is
started by throwing.
Your network is not
Okay,
too clear.
let me yield the floor.
It's shaking.
Let me yield the floor. I'll come back after. Let me yield the floor. I'll come back after the next speaker, please.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
I yield the floor. Yeah, I'll come back after the next speaker. Thank you.
All right, okay. Tiobala.
Yeah, lefties. Good morning from here.
Good evening from here.
Thank you so much for the good job you are doing. I really appreciate your effort. First of all, I would love to make some comments on some issues. Somebody called him just now that whether he has a son in Kaduna or so, I don't know. Like he's now moved to Abuja. Am I right? Lefties, I can't hear you. But however, as in such cases like that, I will even urge you or suggest in a way that when people calling like that for people, especially people from the north, you engage them in interaction, ask them how they reaching out, since they believe in the vision of the person of Peter Obi, how are they reaching out to their family member back home, the same way we are doing in the south. It's just an observation though. Regarding the issue of security, I think there is something fishing here, in my own opinion, though. As you cannot tell me Kuje prison being attacked, there is no intelligence or something, and about 600 inmates were released. According to one of the reports I read, that they recaptured about 300. Where are the remaining 300? And there is something happening here. We don't know what they are planning at this point that they went to go attack a prison, releasing all those terrorists or Boko Haram, whatever they may call them. So there is something not seem right there. So I believe it's that time, if these government officials really want to solve the problem of insecurity in Nigeria, they should do everything possible to ensure that they deploy every necessary technology or whatever to really tackle this issue of insecurity, if they really want to do it. Because I see no reason, even if you like employ 1 million soldier right now, if you don't give them the backing, the knowledge, or the things needed for the security gadget, they will still fail. That, as in, it's only Nigerians that not believe, as in that many people or most people or leaders, how will I put them, don't believe in changing. That's why they still keep on going with the old ways of election. Things are changing around the world. People are now using different methods of tackling insecurity in different parts of the world. But Nigeria still stick to that old method. Stick to old method. Okay, people came to attack prison. There is no drone monitoring the environment. There is no camera. You can remotely log in to assess what happened. There is no footage of what happened on how the attacker came in. So Nigeria, I don't know what is really wrong. What is wrong with us? I don't know what is wrong with our system. Okay, let me refresh your mind back. When the Boston Marathon race that happened years ago, you see how two people wear backing bag to throw bomb in the crowd. You can see how people moving. See, if we are not deploying technology or all these things in monitoring our environment, I see no reason where we are going. As in, see, it's that time we have to be thinking on the best way of solving these issues. As in, I believe this government or the leaders who have ruled Nigeria, they don't have an idea of what is going on. They are just using their old method of thinking of they want to solve the security problem or issues in Nigeria. It's not working. They have to think of a better way. It's not just enough to deploy 1,000 or 1 million soldiers or whatever. But let's think of a better alternative. Let's get these people equipped. Our policemen don't even have body camera. They don't have it. Okay, prison system don't even have a layers. No layers before you get to the prison. How? You just open like that? Of course, those people now have been released into the society. What would they be doing? It's my prayer. A guy said Nigeria is not working. I say reasons to him. We just have to do it. Okay, look at the people now. Now we are talking about changes. Some youth are still on the other side because they have one or two things benefiting. It is well. I don't know. It is well. In short, give the floor back.
Yes, it is well.
Lefty,
It is well.
can you hear?
I can hear you.
Okay, let me continue. Let me conclude with what I was saying. Sorry, I was making the point that Kwankwaso came on the media and then started throwing ethnic and religious tantrums to attack P2B. Buba Galadima did the same. There's a man called Madi yesterday. He did several accusations. Has been able to come online on Arise this morning to debunk most of that. So you see what they are doing is they are afraid of the movement, and they have started by throwing religious and ethnic ago that said that he had direct communication with I think was it Donyo Kupe or whatever the leadership of the Labour Party is, and he made a statement that the security of P2B is as good as that of the president. And let me tell you, the enemy also the enemy are listening to this platform. They are listening to whatever platform the Nigerians are using to mobilize and inform themselves. And few days later, you hear that the president's convoy was attacked. They want to make a statement. If you come online and say that P2B's security is as good as that of the president, they attacked the president's convoy to make a statement. And going to Kuje prison to release 600 inmates, of which I heard someone like Abakari was released. And who knows the caliber of criminals that were also released. These people are now deploying machineries, the machineries that they have used in time past to commit criminalities, to commit murder, to commit high-class, criminal operation. And this calls for worry that P2B should be very careful. The security should be vigilant because these people, they will do anything possible, I repeat, anything possible to make sure that likes of P2B does not assume into the throne of the leadership of that country, just in order to continue to maintain the status quo. The election, by the grace of God, election will hold. But my concern is that the military who came to tell us that they are fortified security such that the election will hold. If the military cannot fortify security such that the president's convoy can be attacked, I am scared that we cannot rely on what they are saying with regards to securing the country for a safe and peaceful election. So God will help Nigeria. We will continue to do what we can do by mobilizing people, sensitizing them, get their PVC, be ready to vote. But we must also try to, reach out to the Labour Party that their security should be vigilant because these people are out on a mission. I yield the floor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's a good advice. And I believe that the scene would have been doing something very good on that. They have been politicians and they know what is happening. So I don't think they'll just leave themselves like that, expose themselves to open danger. Anyway, Madam Rita, talk to us.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Leftist. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I think I started in the beginning, but I was off, and I came back when you were playing the video from Edo State of the obedient supporters. Okay, I'm just going to go straight. I'm going to take. There was a comment that Mr. Erariva Domosa mentioned. I think maybe it was last week. He said Nigeria is a federal republic of comedy, and I completely agree with him. It sounds funny, but it's not really funny because we are indeed a federal republic of comedy, and I support what Sir Alex was saying initially when I was in the program about the staged attack on the president's convoy. If you want to be honest, I really don't care if the president's convoy was attacked. I personally don't care at all. Whatever happens, let them take it like that because I think the insensitivity of the ruling class, the insensitivity of the presidency is at play all over the country, especially my state, Edo State, to be specific. The Kuje prison, I think it was a planned attack because even if you watch the movies, and see what happens, for example, there's always an inner spy, that tells them this is the time that they have the guards walking around. This is the time they put on the lights. This is when the lights turn off. This is when the Controller General leaves or comes. It's something that was planned a long time ago. And I think the NCC, when I say NCC, I'm going to refer to Patami, the Defense Academy, the Army, the Navy, the Presidency, the federal ministries, immigrations and customs. They are all in this cartel, all of them. Even if you say the directors or the leaders of these parastatals are not directly involved, they have people in high places. They have people in intelligence that are also involved in this. Nigeria is under a siege. Let's just take it as it is. The entire system is collapsed. It has collapsed. The entire system of Nigeria, it has collapsed. Every ministry has collapsed, whether we like it or not. And there's a comment that I think when I started, someone was saying that Nigeria cannot work. Well, I kind of agree. It is not that you don't want to be positive in the unity of the country, but I think anyone who is saying Nigeria cannot work is actually an extension of if the current system, the current constitution is still functional, then the country cannot work. QED, it cannot work. And I think I am praying that if Peter the Rock Obi comes as president of Nigeria, I think we should start addressing that. The evil constitution that we have. Everything, there has to be a complete 360 overhaul of the entire system. And even if it means coming down to the fact that Nigerian has to divide at that point, or Nigeria has to go back to the maybe parliamentary system of government or regional system of government, so be it, for the country to work. But if that doesn't work with this, where Nigeria is now, within generations of Nigerians existing now, and this old crop are actually phasing out, slowly phasing out, but they are still struggling. If this system, if everyone still has that same mentality of pain, regret, anger still going on, they cannot be healing in the land. They cannot be healing. Let us just say it as it is. They can't be healing in the land. And to get that healing, maybe a separation might actually make us appreciate ourselves more, realize our mistakes, and we start talking about healing. We start addressing issues of 1967 or the Biafran War or all the other things that have happened. There just has to be some sort of separation when we come to a truce amongst ourselves. And then we can phase out all these ancestors that are dividing the country with their comments and their old ways of politicking. I just think that's just the way Nigeria can move ahead. It's not just about infrastructures or building blocks or human capacity development and all that. It's deep. It's deep. And it's unfortunate what happened in at Kuje prison, but I think because it's Abuja, and I think a lot of these things have been happening in different states in Nigeria. Perhaps some of them have not even been announced. They'll probably say, "Oh, they let the media know." All these people have been released little by little, little by little. So we're in hot soup. Nigeria is in a hot soup. The system has collapsed. It's not the system is collapsing. It has collapsed. That is why we are experiencing all these things happening. And you see, the rich also cry. My own thing in diaspora is those of us who live in diaspora, I think we should start looking for where these people are staying. These leaders, like the one at Bodilon that is in France now. If anybody in France, I know Mr. Levy, if you can find out where he's staying in France, where their children are living, we should go there and be taunting them. That is our duty for now, for all those of us in diaspora. That's what I feel. We should make this place uncomfortable for them and their kids so that they can go back to the hellhole that they created and not come here when there's fire on the mountain. They come here to cool off and then they now go back and continue their rubbish. I think that's where we should even channel some of our energies to, those of us in diaspora. Thank you.
Madarita, thank you. Thank you. The area I am is not the area he will come to. Heaven knows that if I know he's in my area, me, I don't mind going to jail because of him. And definitely I will not go because it's my civic right. I will not go. I will do what I'm good at doing best. Now, I'll tell you, these people already knows that people in diaspora are not hungry, are very angry, are not happy with them. I have made calls personally. Definitely it's going to be in Paris. And the area in Paris suspected they are going to be a kind of very secured area. Or part of Paris, but of Paris. Kind of place where you don't have a lot of these people. They know what they are doing. So,
Mr. Leftist, very sorry. Somebody is asking Madam Rita a question on the comment section. So if you can please, I'm sorry
the
to
train will
interject.
virtually crash, except God. I don't see that.
No,
I would like to respond.
Nigeria
Okay.
Constitution is not working, and why does she think it's not working?
You know what?
Sorry about it.
No, it's okay, sir.
Yeah,
Don't matter. Sir Andrew, I don't know if I'm allowed to speak, lefties,
Go
if it's
ahead,
okay.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I think we have addressed this before, Sir Andrew. When we talk about when you said, tell me what part of the Constitution that is not working or is not favorable. Every part of the Constitution is not working, and I think we've had this topic before. And I said the Comfort report of 2014 during Jonathan's government has not been addressed, and that will be like an appendage, or rather that could assist the revamping of the Nigerian constitution. Bear in mind, this constitution we are talking about, who sat down to embroider it? These we're talking about the men, the evil men in the army, and most of them were from obviously the northern extraction that sat down. It was like a Berlin conference, and they did it like how it would suit them going forward. And everybody keeps pondering and talking about the constitution. If we're talking about the Confab report now, every tribe, every region in the country had representative. The people who started this 1999 constitution, do you think that they were writing for your interest? Who represented you there? Was it your state that was represented there when they were writing all these things? I mean, we have over 200 ethnic groups in Nigeria. We have issues. We have things that have happened in the past. That Confab report that they have systematically refused to bring out. Jonathan wasn't strong enough to like insist on them talking about it, bringing in that out to the entire Nigerians. It has not been addressed, and that would be part of the way the constitution has to be recalibrated, revamped. Everything is wrong, Sir Andrew. Every single thing about the Nigerian constitution is wrong, as far as I'm concerned. Until that Confab report comes out, I would never see it as anything legal. It is fraudulent. It is fraudulent. Thank you.
May I respond? Am I allowed to respond, Mr. Lefties?
Mr. Andrew, you asked a question. You asked a question, and you can respond.
Thank you very much. Moderator, thanks for your response. You know why I keep asking they say you don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Why I keep asking this question is because I have read it. If I have not read it, I'm not going to ask the question. The issue plaguing Nigeria, it's not that the constitution is wrong, it's the fact that some aspect of the constitution, it needs to be amended, but 90% of it, if the constitution is rewritten all over again, 90% of what is in the 1999 constitution, which was adopted from the 1979 constitution, will still be there. There's just about 5%. And that 5% is very key. That 5% in that constitution, that is where corruption is embedded in. And I've read it. That's why I keep saying. And I keep saying again that if the process to amend the constitution is not there, there's nothing we can do. I think I had this discussion with CM some few days ago when I asked him if he had read the constitution, and he said he can never read it. And the process to amend this thing, the people who are going to amend this thing, they are not there. Are you saying Buhari, let's not forget about Buhari is leaving, if someone like Atiku or Tinubu comes into power, it will have that graciousness to want to amend the constitution? The answer is no, it won't. So we have to have the process in place, first and foremost, to get things right. And the aspect that needs to be amended, that highlight constitution, which I have read. I'll give you the sections. If I open it, I'll give you the sections that promote, whereby Saraki was taken to court. Nothing the court can do. Do you know why ex-governors fight tooth and nail to find themselves to become senators? Is because when they become senators, they are shielded from any prosecution. They also have the power to shield anyone they appoint who steals money from what? From the government. That aspect of it is the problem in the constitution, not the entire constitution. So, but that small aspect is powerful. I speak based on knowledge. Now, when Peter Obi was impeached, He went to court. And I keep asking this. Which constitution did Peter Obi use to what? To fight his case? Is it the Afghanistan constitution or the Iraqi constitution that he used to fight his case among when he was impeached? It's still the laws of the land is still used. So what we are praying for, all I am saying, when it comes to the issue of constitution, anything that needs to be done, we need the right person in place. The person who understands, who have that willpower, who will not be afraid of the so-called senators and this and that, and who can ginger the people the way Peter B is gingering people now, and the people can call from a referendum to have some things amended, or even if we are going to rewrite the constitution, let's rewrite it if need be. But I am saying, if you ask any legal person, they will tell you it's not easy to write a constitution. We will adopt certain things, will be taken from different acts, different things, and that will be done. The problem right now is the issue of leadership. The leader at present, and if Tinubu or Atiku or Kwankwaso is put into power, do you think, in your considered opinion, these people will do anything in respect to that constitution? Thank you, and I yield the floor back to you.
Lefties, I'd like to respond, please, just for a minute.
Please.
I am asking Lefties. He's the one coordinating this. If he says no, that's fine.
Yes.
No, go ahead. I also want to respond with regards to the constitution, but you can go ahead, please.
But I'm not saying anything. Everybody's saying everything since I've not saying anything.
I'm just allowed to respond for 1 minute.
Is it okay?
Yes, 1 minute.
Oh, okay, 1 minute. Sir Andrew, thank you very much. You know, there's one thing about, okay, this so-called constitution now, how has it favored Nigeria? Is it working? What is the state of the nation? And there's one thing to write rules and regulation or constitution in quote. There's another thing to implement it. The present day constitution of Nigeria is selective, depending on your political powers, depending on your social status. It is selective. So implementation, I think, is one of the ingredients for any constitution to work. And it is not, and the constitution, the present one that we have, is not working because implementation is not working, because the people who are supposed to implement these laws are part of the cabal, they're part of the caliphate. So in other words, we need to have an overhaul. If it means for Nigeria to move forward, that overhaul will also mean anybody who's supposed to implement this law has to be somebody who is credible. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't want to dwell much on that. I don't want to dwell much
Mr.
on that.
Leslie, please. Let me just get 30 seconds, please. 30
Who is
seconds,
that?
30 seconds, please. This
Mr.
is Gingerbread Man. 30 seconds.
No,
Gingerbread Man. No, just 30 seconds, please. Just for this, yeah. Because thank you very much. I mean, we are here to educate people, and we are here to, people are going to sometimes based on our analysis here to be informed. So I don't like when somebody come here to mislead us and give us a narrative that is not absolutely correct. When we say that the constitution is faulted, we mean that the constitution is faulted because the fundamental of the constitution is wrong. It says we the people did not create that constitution. Are there some things that are good in the constitution? Yes. Are there some things that are bad in the constitution? Yes. But for the fact that the fundamental of the constitution is flawed, is fraudulent, then that constitution needs to be overhauled. If we have the opportunity to have a referendum, then we can decide, do we want to go our separate ways, or do we need to write a new constitution? And if we need to write a new constitution, yes, certain things that are working in that constitution can be adopted into a new constitution, but that constitution will be by the people. Thank you.
Yes, I don't want to discuss much of this. I don't want to discuss on this constitution now because people have not spoken. I want to quickly allow CM. Okay, CM, it's even your turn before Christ. Then I can come back to that issue. So CM, talk to us. We cannot hear you. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. I listened for quite a while, intermittently, off and on. But what I gather is something about the prison break or so at Abuja. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me.
Yes, correct.
Kuje prison anyway, and what it entails and what it foretells for the future of that country, and then to the constitution, something like that. Then quickly on the prison, something. People should not look at it as a normal prison break. In those days, they said there is a lemo, something like students' nuns will revolt or students will carry out a protest and go and set prisoners free. I think in those days, in the 80s, at the University of Ife, they went to Ife prison, all those things. Those ones are spontaneous. What we are talking now, this is orchestrated attempt to release some people that are accessory to some information. It's as simple as that. Okay, Abba Kyari is in a Kuje prison. They quickly did it and removed him. Is that not the meaning? So what we are trying to see is that Nigerian system, somebody said here, has totally broken down. Every department, or I think it's you that said it. Nigeria has totally, I mean, there is really nothing left. All these things they are doing is manipulating us. Before our very eyes, they told us that these are terrorists attacking Nigeria are not from Nigeria, they are from Mali, from Niger, from Mauritania, Libya, and all these things. Then eventually, those that were arrested, they say, oh, they are repented. We now have to incorporate them into Nigerian army. So if somebody from the south or any state in the south, I don't want to mention any state, you decide to enlist in the army, what they want to know is, are you a Nigerian? You say you're a Nigerian. They enlist you in the army because you are serving your country. And now you are telling me that terrorists from different countries of Africa, the Sahel terror belt, came to fight us. We managed to catch a handful of maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or whoever, how many they may be. And they say, oh, they are repentant. So when a Moroccan, when a Libyan repents, he becomes a Nigerian. When a Niger citizen repents, he becomes a Nigerian. What really are we? What do we really are we really wide awake in that country? That is the meaning. The people fighting also, they are not Nigerians. All of a sudden, you now arrest them. Why not deport them to their country or try them? They say they've repented, and then you bring them in. This is what is happening. Nigeria is finished. Why they are doing this thing is they pretended that it is Buhari's convoy, the president's convoy they attacked. Who they are targeting can be P2B, such that they say, if they can attack the president, who is safe? You see, they are acting a script. This, I may be wrong, but I must say it here because this is Niger Watch. I know my views are quite liberal enough. People can debate my points. What they are doing now is to tell you, oh, they attacked the whole president. The other day they struck at this. Then who is an ordinary presidential candidate? What are we talking? So that is it. I want people to reason with me or maybe contradict my point of view with reasons because I'm also here to learn. But as far as I know, what they are trying to do, they're acting a script. They're just waiting the ground for for the danger that is to come. That's why whenever I say I'm expressing a sense of foreboding, people should know where I'm headed. This is exactly what is going to happen. Now, secondly, without wasting your time, let me say it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not aspiring to be. So since I'm not a lawyer and I'm not aspiring to be, you shouldn't expect me to speak like a senior advocate or a Queen's Counsel. But I must quote any authority in law. So many lawyers in Nigeria who go because the constitution of the country is the grand norm. In other words, there is any lawyer that goes to the court must know the constitution inside out in case there's a reference to it. Or if as a lawyer you are talking, you can talk as a lawyer for 1 hour. Without legal citation, people will say you are not talking law. There must be citation that guides you at every sentence you are saying. Any constitution, people should hear me, that is not autochthonous is a fraud. Autochthonous means it originates from the people. Nyanwodo, former president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, first used the word. Nyanwodo is a lawyer. Michael Zekome, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a constitutional law lawyer. human rights lawyer, said it. Professor Ben Nwabweze, the foremost constitutional law expert in Africa, nobody takes precedence to today ahead of Professor Nwabweze. He said it, that Nigeria's constitution is not autochthonous. Then Rotimi Williams, when he was alive, he was the president of the Patriot or the chairman of the Patriot. They said Nigerian constitution told lie against itself. We the people. So any constitution that is not autochthonous is a fraud. Bruce Fein, who came to defend who joined Michael Zekome in the Nnamdi Kanu trial, the first thing he said was, how can a country use a constitution that did not originate from the people? That who approved the constitution through a what is it called? Is it a referendum or something like a plebiscite? I don't know the way. Just like you take it to the people should, adopt it. What he said was he's going back to US to tell the Americans that Nigerian constitution is a pressure cooker. Mark the word pressure cooker. It's not from me. I'm quoting him. So what can people say? But let me even ask, what are we afraid of? How can, even if I go home today and I get arrested, maybe I hire the best sons and they use that constitution to set me free, that doesn't mean that the constitution is no longer a fraud. I'm saying this with respect to Peter Obi, who went to court and the constitution was able to set him free, to recover his mandate based on that. That doesn't mean because Peter Obi reclaimed his mandate through it, the constitution is no longer a fraud. It is a fraud because it did not originate from the people. In other words, it is not autochthonous. Now, what if I may ask, what are we afraid of when you bring a Bachama and Ogoni, Ichekiri, Urobo, Igbo, Yoruba, all these people, ethnic groups? Do you see that write a constitution for ourselves? Even if Rotimi Williams, with all his legal expertise, or Professor Ben Nwabweze, should see that write constitution for Nigeria, it is still not autochthonous because it's not from the people. I'm not querying the substance, I'm querying the process. Professor Anwalu Yadudu, they say he's Harvard trained. Who wrote it for what is the man? Abdul Salami Abubakar. It's not that he doesn't know East and West, but the fact that how can somebody in a country of more than 250 ethnic groups go behind the door and write a constitution and then bring out? Mind you, the day Obasanjo was sworn in 1999, he did not see the constitution. It was after. Ask anybody. They are saying it today. So what are we afraid of? They have to hide everything. Before we start, it doesn't mean we might collectively write a constitution for ourselves that will be worse than this. But in that case, you can't say it is not autochthonous. Let us get two things clear. We might, the country, write a constitution, a new constitution for themselves, and it becomes worse. But you can never say it is not autochthonous. You only amend something where you must have written it. You can't be saying amendment. Who wrote the constitution? Who represented the Igbo ethnic group in that constitution when it was being written? Who represented the Jukun? Who represented the Ogoni? Who represented the Bini? It's an ethnic group, I know. Who represented the Urobo? Who represented the Ibira? Who represented the Igede? So what are we talking about? Why are we afraid to give ourselves a constitution? Why are we afraid of that? It is not that it might not, no constitution is perfect, but until you write it so that autochthonous, that allegation of autochthonous will be raised. Why are we afraid to give ourselves a constitution? Why must it be a military do their decree and then bring it out and then be forced people? That is why they included things like local government in the constitution as federating unit. State is a federating. In any federal arrangement, it's only the federal or the central and then the federating unit. Two. But we have three. We have the federal, we have the state, and we have the local government, all in the constitution, so that they can use it to share the national treasury from the area where the oil is coming from, Bayelsa rivers and all the rest that produce it in commercial quantity. What are we talking about? The question is, why are we afraid to give ourselves a constitution? Americans gave themselves and say, we the people. Till today, if they like, they amend it. Given the fact that if we can come together today and give ourselves a constitution, I'm telling you, in the next 30 years, there must be something to amend. 50 years. In that case, we are amending when you say we the people, it's still we the people. So Nigerian constitution is a fraud. It's a pressure cooker, according to Bruce Fein, an American lawyer. It's a pressure cooker. So it should be done away with. That is the fundamental reason why Nigeria is in a mess. And mind you, it's only when we come together, we will now look at ourselves and answer the two basic questions. Are we ready to stay together? Let's say 100% say yes. Then how? The second question is how. That how means the constitution. But if you say no, some people may say yes, some people may say no. Gradually, those people will go. After all, before 1914, we existing separately. Then white man brought us together, and people are telling me that we must continue to sustain what, from all intent and purposes, both historical perspective and philosophical analysis, it is never an African reality. Why are we sustaining what the white man created? Next year, Scotland is still going for referendum to get out of EU. Mind you, Scotland agreed to join with England through the Act of the Union. They agreed, they would call it the Act of the Union. Scotland was running a budget deficit, same thing with England. They said, why can't we pull our resources together and be one country? And they agreed. Now they want to go away, even when they agree willingly. So why should we be fighting tooth and nail to sustain what we have all known not to be an African reality? Why? We didn't agree to it. So that's why we have to write a constitution if we must live together. Because when we write a constitution, how we federate, that will solve at least a good 50% of our problem. Tensions will quit because if you now agree, this is what we refer to. In Nigeria, can you refer to it? Somebody say Nigeria is indissoluble, indivisible. Who agree to that? They will quote the constitution, say this is the grand norm. There's no referendum in the constitution. There is nowhere he said that we should conduct a referendum. Who agreed to it? I yield the ground for another person. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Andrew would like to ask you a few questions because HD has spoken, but HD has left. Mr. Andrew, ask him the question. Let me see him again.
This is interesting, and this is a kind of debate or discussion I like getting involved. Mr. CM, and Madam Rita, and those who say the Constitution is a fraud or the Constitution is whatever you call it, even though you also attest to the fact that people have used it in court and they got victory. Now, let's disagree to agree. I don't know. Is it let's agree to disagree or let's disagree to agree? Now,
Let's agree.
so let's disagree that, or let's say the Constitution is a fraud. Let me agree with those of you that said the Constitution is a fraud for the purpose of discussion. Now, in present day Nigeria, present that we are right now, what do you propose? Or who do you propose? Or who do you think can fix this constitution? That's my question, please.
Are you asking me or?
Anybody, either you or CM can answer the question, please.
Can another person speak? But because you guys are using it from me, I just have to like.
Why don't you take that as an open question? Why don't you take that as an open question that you answer?
Okay, I apologize. Let me make it.
Because the way you guys are doing this.
Let me make it. Listen, I apologize. Listen, I am a man who can apologize and rephrase or represent my question, please. This is an educated panel, and we have to act. I have to act likewise. So I'm going to make it an open question. We've agreed that the Constitution, or I agree that the Constitution is a fraud, despite the fact that we've also highlighted that it's been used in court of law and people have won the case legitimately on it. It's been quoted. In present day Nigeria right now, when I mean present day Nigeria, I mean as at today, 6/07/2022. How do you propose? Who in that holding power, can amend, fix, whatever it is to rewrite this constitution right now? Thank you.
Yes, before anybody speaks, I want to appreciate our new member, Makitil Talker Comedy. Thank you for being a member of Niger Work family. I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It would have been, the next person would have been Christ, but he was too much in a hurry to want to speak while we're still deliberating. Definitely, it would have been him, because I have my way of doing, anchoring my show. I allow people to talk. I allow us to clear issues. I allow people to ask questions. I allow somebody to also answer the questions. It's not just about talk, talk, talk. It is an educative platform. When I speak and somebody wants to ask a question, I allow the person to ask. And the man that just left, he's the last person that came, that would have spoken now before I go round again. But he came and like too much in a hurry, and we've lost him. Anyway, if you are hearing me, you can come back. It was your turn before. So there's a question on the board. I will go from, I will start from gingerbread. Gingerbread, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear.
Yeah, please, can you answer that question?
The question again says, who do we think is the person that can fix the constitution?
Yes.
Well, I don't have a particular name, but my answer is going to go this way. Any person that is going to be ready to listen to what the people want is the right man to fix that constitutional problem.
No, let me repeat my question. No, you're not getting my question is, today's date is 06/07/2022. In the present context of Nigeria, who is the person, which government do we think can fix this fraudulent constitution that we are talking about? Present day. Present
day, one thing I know is that not the present government, and that is the only government we have right now.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. That is an answer. Yes, we know there is a problem. And that's why we're all gathered today, to look for solution. And part of the problem is part of the Constitution. And from the beginning, we've never said the Constitution is perfect. From the beginning, we know that the Constitution gives rights to some people to do very wrong thing. And at the end of the day, you cannot do them nothing, because the Constitution is shielding them, is covering them. And that is why we're all gathered today, so we need a change. Margarita said something. We had a referendum, a confab. Why was the money and time spent, taxpayers' money and time spent on that confab meeting, duration and all? Why was it not implemented? It was a question. Because the people that refused to allow the confab to have a way. Because if it has a way, it will stop so many things. It will address so many issues. And they still held on to the present constitution. It's not like the present constitution is all bad. I understand what the issue we are just talking here. We are all saying the same thing. There are lots of things in that constitution. If there is a new constitution today, that will be lifted to the new constitution. That is what Mr. Andrew is still saying. There are still things in the constitution agree that it was fraudulently prepared. Agreed. And the other part that is fraudulent, that need amendment, will be amended. So you can see we are saying the same thing. So there would have been no way where we want to ask question, answer question, ask question, because we are viewing it from different angles, but saying the same thing. And that's why we are here today. If the constitution was perfect and taking care of every aspect of life in Nigeria, would we be where we are today? Will some parts be claiming ownership? And the constitution told us that we're all the same, according to the constitution. But some parts disregarded it. and the people in charge disregarded the constitution, you see what we are saying. That is why they can do whatever they like and get away, even against the constitution. They know. So presently, the constitution we are saying is fraud, have no power. It only has power when it involves certain persons. I want to remind us that it was the constitution that put Oshomole back to as a governor. He was rigged out. Ordinarily, he won, but he was rigged. And he went to court and got judgment before he became governor. Same way we say constitution brought Peter Obi back after he was impeached. Was he impeached because he embezzled money? No. So if the constitution was extremely fraudulent, those people, these two examples I cited, wouldn't have come back. So there are still good parts in that constitution. The fundamental rights area is very good, but are they following it? Go and read the Police Act and see the act that establishes the police. Are they following the act? I happen to have one. I know I understand they have a new one now. The act tells you, say, a policeman that comes to your house must smile when talking to you, must be friendly. I beg, which anybody don't remember last week police just, hey, sir, good morning, sir. My name is, of course, you know I'm a policeman. No problem. I'll talk to you like human being. It's in the act. Do we say the act is fraudulent? And the act never give any policeman to raise his hand up on a Nigerian. Or rather, a Nigerian. We saw a lawmaker of recent by Ephraim, one dishonorable Ephraim Elobose, that assaulted a citizen and a human rights fighter, a human rights activist. And Nigeria watch a staff beat him to stupor. Are you saying the constitution did not do something against that, allows that? No. The truth is just this. What we need is a good leader. If we have a good leader, you will see that everything we are saying will come to play. The part that is not favorable will be amended. Every unfavorable part will be amended. And the parts not just be amended, even the good one will be enforced. That you have no choice. If you do the time, do the crime. Not on this one that they are fixing people in court, putting illiterate in court to judge an educated man's matter and put you behind by using different method. Nigeria Constitution said Nigeria is what? Nigeria did not adopt any national religion, that this is our religion, that we are Christian, we are Muslim, we are, at least I happen to read it. We will not adopt anyone saying we'll be Christian, no. We are Nigerians. I give everybody right. But what are we saying today in Nigeria? A Supreme Court judged that some certain people can wear a hijab in school. And that is causing trouble now. You saw a lawyer putting on Oloku, Ishago cloth and say, yes, if you can say that we have liberty, this is my right, it's my religion. In Anambra, or was it Anambra? Another lawyer again dressed like priest. This is the second time he's dressing like priest to go to court to say he's a lawyer, he want to. That this is his religion. You see, if you let the law covers all of us, If you say certain people can wear certain dress, it is their right. Then give every other person the right to wear the same dress. Why do we have military uniform? Then let the Muslim put on their hijab as a military uniform that we are Muslim. We are not Muslims. Nigerians, we are not Muslims. We are not Christians. We are not pagans. The problem is leadership and some people. And these people don't want Nigeria to work. And inshallah, Nigeria will work. I'm telling you. Because what is good for the cooking a cooking pot for the chameleon is also a cooking pot for the lizard. They are all lizards, belong to lizard, amphibians, and family. You could be a chameleon. This one is lizard. They are amphibians family. And it's a cooking pot. So one is not higher than one. So I think leadership is the problem, not really the constitution. If we have the right leader, the bad constitution will turn good because we have morals. It's very simple. Let me not talk too much. I just want to address some of the problem we are having within ourselves. And we are saying the same thing, but on a different angle. So on that note, I will want to go back to how we started. I think Mr. Igarima is the only man I have now. Because Machiavelli is no more here. Bertrand Van is not here. We don't have Charles has left.
Sorry, I'm still here.
I know, Igarima, I know you are there. I'm just coming before you.
Yes, but I'm sorry, Mr. Moderator. I'm at work, so I'm just listening. I can't talk.
Who is that?
Igariba, please.
Okay, maybe you cannot talk now. Okay, no problem.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Has gone. Do we still have Asemota Bright? No, he has left. Yes. Andrew, please. Mr. Andrew, it's your turn.
Yeah, sorry, you call me, Lefty.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Did you go to Plateau? I say it's your turn. We are going around again.
Oh, thank you very much. It's my turn. I appreciate it. Yeah, my question that I asked earlier that was answered, unfortunately. Let's like you know me, I said I recognize problem, and I also prefer solution. If there is a problem, like the man answered rightly, no present man in Nigeria, no present leader in Nigeria will listen to anyone in respect to the constitution. Even the legal luminaries and the Rotimi Williams and all people that have been mentioned that have said the constitution is a fraud, why has it not been changed or amended or rewritten? Because nobody will listen. And as such, we need a leader in the person of Peter Obi. In his new gospel, he call it Obicracy. No longer democracy. It is Obicracy. Obicracy, like democracy. Listen, like I said, and I'm going to repeat myself again. I see beyond 8 years of Peter Obi presidency. I see the man who is going to set a precedent. Whether he will agree to break up the country or not, I don't know. But I see beyond 8 years where you and I, ordinary Nigerians, can say yes, we are going to contest on the ground of credibility, transparency, or we are going to appoint or vote a leader in from our constituency, not based on sentiment. Now, you are in the UK here, Mr. CM. Today, you must have heard that Sadis Javed and Sunak resigned as the two main men of Boris Johnson. On what ground? Because they felt the leadership, the man is not leading us, he's not being straightforward, it's full of his cabinet are all lies and everything, and he knows and he's covering it up. That is what we call transparency. That is what we call leadership. Nobody is perfect. So let's focus. I have agreed with you guys, but nobody, the man who gave the answer gave the correct answer. So if we talk here till that kingdom come about the constitution, it takes us nowhere. Let's focus on putting the right person there. Let's focus on putting the right person there who is going to listen to the people. The leader that will know that, yes, I am here to serve the people, not the people to serve me. Then things will start to fall into place gradually, bit by bit. Peter Obi knows the responsibility he has. And honestly speaking, I must give him credit a lot for not succumbing to Kwakwanso to say he wants to be a vice president. God forbid. He will not only lose, he will lose his good name that he has worked for all these years. That is why we have faith in him. And there's nothing wrong, because he has given us hope. He said the country can work. He only needs 4 years to, and I keep saying this, Nigeria is not difficult to turn around. I've said this even before Peter Obi came on the scene. Nigeria is not difficult to turn around. He said, just give me 4 years. I will turn the country around. And he will. That is my focus. Nothing else, nothing more. I yield the floor back. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. That is a very quick one. And I said it before now that I prefer, which I'll be not even going for Kwakwasu at the time, if we all remember. And because I know so well that Kwakwasu is full of himself, he's looking too big and using tradition politics. I am an elder, so I cannot come. So I know it will look like that. I know, I said it before now. I don't do permutation.
My apology, lefties. My apology for interjecting you. You see that statement that he said is an elder. I'm sorry, it's an elderly man. I'm not going to use a derogatory word. Let me mind my. Biden was vice president to Obama. Who was older? Biden is older than Obama. He was vice president to Obama, and he's opening his mouth to say he's older than Peter Obi, so he cannot be his vice president. How can somebody, such a person, move a nation forward? Is it by age? Thank you. Apologies again.
Well, for me, I think he has. He's going to lose some respect because of his behavior. Now he has shown himself, and really, a lot of people have looked above him. Yes, people are not looking up to him anymore. A lot of people are not looking up to him. They say a pride before a fall. You heard what Okugbe said about him, and what a lot of people are saying about me. Who I said it here before, they should forget him. He was being overrated. He was being overrated, and in fact, it got into his head, and now he's teached to no. I can. Let's see what's going to happen. Yes, I love this. This is even better for us. Yes, we're going to share the whole vote now. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's popular. Very soon, there will be a debate. Let him come and debate with Peter Obi. Let's hear him talk. Let's hear him talk. Come and tell us. Talk to us. I just pray Nigeria really wake up. Because my problem is not even these people. My problem is INEC. I keep saying it every day. The rigging machine. Buhari is not speaking. What's his name? Atiku is not. He has not said nothing. Bubu is not. Their mind is in somewhere. It was on the national station that somebody said, "We know what happened. He didn't win." Obi and Atiku won before. He didn't win. We know how they flew result from neighboring country. They flew result. What they asked is, sir, Tell us more. It seems you know something. He said, I know I don't know nothing. But we know that, yes, he did not win. He was rigged in. So upon all this we are doing and saying, so we are begging Nigerians to please stand their ground. Watch INEC very closely. INEC is really the problem. They are the only body that is given the responsibility of announcing results. So if they say is this one. Now the corrupt people full court now. Yes? We are waiting for you in court. I remember when Oshomo tell somebody, go to court. I'm waiting for you. Come and meet me there. He's already boasting. He already knows the result of the case, the end of the case. And it will be like that. So that's why we really need to wake up, Nigerians. We need to also keep talking to people to wake up, get your PVC, cover all the loopholes. Yes, when you don't vote, you don't register. They say we have 2 million something. They can just give result of possible voters and you are at home. They've taken your space. Go there and take that space. Maybe this time they are going to bring 3 million people as registered voters. It's unfortunate. They do things stupidly, uneducatedly, and they say nothing will happen. Well, let me go back to CM. CM, talk to us.
Okay, leftist, thank you. Well, I've listed. Well, I had wanted to answer the question directly, which, from all intent and purposes, is the government of the day, as of today, should do it. But do it in the sense that not to sit down and write a constitution and give us, but to put in process, given that the constitution is not autochthonous, it did not originate from the people. One, when we say the constitution is a fraud, it's because of the opening sentence. Two, that's all. If you claim what you are not, that's fraud. That is the meaning of fraud. If you claim what you are not, that's fraud. You find your name in a certificate which you never earned. You forged it under Oluwole or so on. That's fraud. We, the people, is a fraud. Did it originate from the people? No, it is not autochthonous. So the simple answer is that it is the government of the day, because they say government is a continuing. But we all know, at least from the reality, I also have to be a realist, that because of the fact that this present government of APC, in their manifesto, they put it in black and white that they are going to restructure Nigeria and all other goodies they promised to discredit Jonathan. That's a good manifesto. A can't fault the APC manifesto if you read through it. But the thing is that when they came into power, they started implementing the manifesto of Mieti Yala, which is all this Ruga and all those nonsense they never mentioned. So that is what led us to where we are now. Because if they had continued to restructure Nigeria, that is part of amending the constitution. I mean, inviting the people, let's now see what we can do about our constitution, the article of faith, so that we can then decide how we relate to each other. One thing people tend to understand in discussing Nigeria is that we are a different nation. It's like bringing the EU together. That is what it means. The Italians, the Germans, the French, say the Urobo represents the Italians. The Igbos represents the French. Maybe the Fulani represents the Portuguese. The Spanish represented by the Yorubas, and all those. That's what we are. EU has what binds them together. So how can then we ignore this fact? The population of Yoruba is greater than that of the Ogonis. We all know this, even the Igbos. But you cannot wish the Ogoni people away. They're a nation. So that is why until their interest is represented in the constitution, They can never give the 100% loyalty to the people, to that instrument or that document. That's what that is the fact. That is the fact here. We all know that this government of Miyetti Yala cannot do it. We all know that. But that does not invalidate the fact that the constitution is a fraud. It does not. Rather, it strengthens the argument that since the constitution is not touched on us, something must be done about it. Yes, we can continue. I think yesterday I argued here that hope is on the way. I agree with Andrew. Hope is on the way. People should not lose hope. In fact, I say it here as always a closing remark every time. I always like to market hope than to trade fear. Hope is on the way. Maybe with Peter be coming in, things will change because the greatest achievement he will do is to bring Nigerians to write a constitution for themselves. I don't think I do not think anybody can go against that. We must relate to each other in the terms and conditions under which we agree, and not on one person's terms. If you give me the constitution to write for Nigeria, I can write it, might be excellent. But in the end, it is not touched on us. And if I say we the people, it's still a fraud. No matter my legal expertise are doing that. So let us, for once, I agree that it is the duty of this government to do something about it. But because of their own Miyetti Yala agenda, it runs counter to doing something like that. That's why they are implementing all manner of, cooked up strategies to play one tribe against, to perpetuate themselves in power and then advance Fulanization. We all know this. It's playing before our very eyes. This is not what APC promised Nigerians. If you want to know, go back to their constitution and see, their manifesto. It's excellent. These are what the people want. But are they doing it? No. To keep the people quiet, they quickly organize a Rufai committee. Keep doing something. Now, very soon they will go away. So that when you talk, they say, oh, there's a committee looking into that to keep you quiet. But we all know that these are just to buy time. So all in all, I'm not arguing blindly. I like reason. I said it here. I like to be educated. But the two things, even if you write a constitution you think is the best, it is subject to amendment because situations might change. The constitution, they say, is a living document. It's not dead. It's living to the extent that it is still amenable to changes as the dictates of this time says, permits. So what we are saying, I'm still agreeing with that yes, it is the present regime that should do something about it. But you and I, you know as well as I do, that they won't do anything. Now, Andrew mentioned the two people that resign from the UK government. That is where you see people that have conscience. I agree. In fact, people said it. The two people that resigned, they are not resigning because of their own personal shortcomings, which should have been that maybe they were found wanting or a betrayal of public trust, then they honorably resign. No, they are resigning because they do not want to be guilty by association of serving in a government that has lost credibility before the British people. We all know this. So in Nigeria, can anybody resign? It's impossible. They can't. So that is the difference. So I take that, but I still want to put it in context. I take the principle why they resign. In fact, they should have done so earlier on because the chap over there, Boris Johnson, is manipulating. He's trying to. He's just hanging on. But some people are not happy with it. Some people have the Sunak and the other chap. They want to protect their credibility. They want it intact, not because they aid in their personal shortcomings, but for the fact that they do not want to be guilty by association, that they belong to a government that is, just like lies. As simple as that. In our own case, can somebody say, look, in Nigeria, can somebody say, look, I want to resign because this government is not implementing the manifesto that we promised the people? This is Ruga is a Miyetti Yala something, telling the people of Benue State, oh, go and accommodate, live with your neighbors or brothers. When they cry to you that you are the chief security officer of the country, that their space is being overrun by the people from the Sahel. So this is a Miyetti Yala agenda they are implementing, which is antithetical to constitution I mean, to normal democratic norms. So I can understand. I know it is their duty, and I can understand why they are not doing it. I believe people will also understand it because they came for a different thing. It's just a fraudulent government. They promise you A and they are implementing B. Because if they have promised all this Ruga, all these, people will say no. They use sweet mouth. Oh, we pay a graduate a 50,000 until you get a job. People, I mean, is it a 5,000 or whatever? You know, all those type of bribes they put in their manifesto. Did it everything to discredit Jonathan. Then it maybe worked for them because of our level of a political awareness. So all in all, I don't like to argue blindly. I like reason. I like reason debate. Where I want to agree with you, I agree. Where I disagree, I give reasons. And if I agree with you, I tell you why. Then I learn from you. In summary, it is their duty to the present government to do something about the constitution, our article of faith. But since they are not doing it, I can also understand why, because they are implementing a different agenda. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. s0n. We have derailed from our topic to constitutional matter. And constitutional matter is give way to our topic because the matter is a constitutional matter too, security. Because the only way what brought government into being is security of life and property, which make it a social contract. Oh yeah, you represent us. No work for us. We all will do the work. They put money together. They pay you salary. But at the end of the day, who will they pay salary? They kill us. Tiobala, talk to me.
Thank you so much. Hope you can hear me.
I can hear it too.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the good work you have started and keep doing. However, the issue of Nigeria Constitution is something that even if when we start here today, we will not leave. So it's so enormous. But the process of amending that Constitution starts by electing credible leader. Over the years, we have not even we, as in they have given us a leader that was not chosen by the people. Thank God for the new system we're having today, whereby we now have option of choosing, not just only APC and PDP now. We now have a better option whereby we can make our choices individually, as the case may be. But if we must start the process or the changing of that constitution, we must start today by electing person or individual that will represent us at the national level, both at the state level as well as the national level. So we must do our own homework, not only on Labour Party, especially for the people going for the National Assembly, who have your people at heart. You know these people are really for the masses, but most of them are on different platforms. We must seek out to know those set of people that will work unanimously with our incoming president, the person of Peter Obi. What we must do from today is for us to come up with this objective on how we can sponsor and come up with a viable candidate. Sure, we already have a viable candidate. Thank God with the information I'm hearing today regarding the person of the vice president. I believe that will be the right person. But we are still hoping maybe not till Friday where they will announce the name to us. So with those people coming on board, everything will seem to be in place. The issue of insecurity will be a thing of the past. The issue of this prison break and all that will be a thing of the past. The reason being that when you have the right people in the right offices or in the right place, things will be taken care of. Not all these leaders playing games. Say the place have been like this, or it's the previous government have done this or done that. They failed to carry out their proper research before embarking on this journey. All they wanted was just to get power. And we have seen different presidential candidates coming on board now. The Minoko of Lagos, we say it's my turn, with no clear direction on how to lead Nigeria. We have the person who has been running for since 1993, who is just spending money every year, every election cycle, So definitely when he gets there, he had to find a way of recouping his money back. And we have a Kwankwanso now on the on another presidential candidate as well, who is so ethnic, who believes so much in the northern, or how will I put it? Is not on the goal of uniting the nation. Based on the interview on Arise TV that day, just review the kind of person he is. We don't need such people to lead us in this nation again. We are looking for a better Nigeria. We don't need nation to divide, because most people are advocating for division, go our separate way. Yes, that might be a good call, but even when you go your separate way, are you going to allow all these leaders who don't have the fear of the people, or who don't have the people at heart to keep on running us? So we must think, we must come together to work in unison to be able to elect the right leader. I'm appealing to young Nigerians out there to use this opportunity to come and work with this person we have at hands right now, the person of Peter Obi. It's not a saint, but at least we have seen in him a good direction for Nigeria. We are seeing in him the hope. We are seeing in him the as a better future for our children and our family and everyone. We must come together. Remove sentiment apart, whether you're Yoruba or you're Hausa or wherever. So we must come together to work for a better Nigeria. So it's so unfortunate the incident that happens to the insecurity situation in the country. It shows how vulnerable we are. This is not what we pray for, but it's so unfortunate that this present government have handled this issue with carelessness or so. The primary purpose of any government is the security of life and property. But they failed to do that for the past 7 years now. It has been one issue of insecurity to the other. This is not what a good citizen or a good country should be having. And what's worrying me most is that these people are living with us in the country, like they are living there in Nigeria. Can you just imagine that terrorists living here in the United States, inside the US, they can't fish him out? We have telecommunication. We have a satellite. Nigeria have a satellite. So it's so unfortunate. I don't really know where we are going. I don't know where we even elect this type of leader in the first place. Why? How did we even come to this extent of electing such people who don't even have an idea of leading the nation? What does it take? Well, this is time for us to rectify or correct any error we have made over the years. Like what somebody said before, we all individually or one way or the other must have made mistakes in electing this leader or in the past leader, the case may be. But we have to correct it now. If we, the people, can elect a leader, the person of a Peter Obi, for instance, definitely, if he did not add to our own concern or to the direction which we elect him for, we still have the power to remove him. But if we allow the money back to keep having their way, definitely we will cry for nothing tomorrow, nothing will happen. So it's better we start speaking up. It's better we start acting it the way we want it by electing credible leader. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Tiobola. Nigeria, I don't think we have a communication satellite.
We do.
They did one time before, a few years ago, launched in China. And after a few years, we heard that the thing, he don't lost.
Okay, then.
Yes, I heard of it. If I could remember, yes, that they have to fish it. The money given to fish it will be enough to do another one. That is, they would have gone looking for it. He don't lost. See, everything is fraud. Everything is fraud.
We do. I think we launched. That's what we call the Nigeria site one.
NASA's
about it.
Go find out now whether NASA's in the space. They did another one again for just for Agric. Whether that one is still on, I don't know. They didn't know that one. That one is just for geographical reason, for agricultural sake.
I think we have Nigeria Sat 1 Arrow, Nigeria Sat 2. They're still in operation. Most of them, one of them also, I can't remember. But that is just, at least we can leverage on other things. We can leverage on other. There are so many one we can leverage on.
leave story wetin they write for book, make you go face truth. We have satellite and we cannot use our own satellite. What are we saying now? Leave all these people. Margarita, I beg, talk to us, Jan.
Thank you. In reference to what you were just talking about, Theobala is right. The DSS can access anyone's phone. In fact, the intelligence of the intelligence agencies, they can access everyone's phone. They can access your text messages, your conversations. So that is why, I think Theobala mentioned earlier on and said they don't. I think he thinks that they don't know what they're doing. Trust me, my brother, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're just going by instructions from the people in charge, who are protecting these criminals, these murderers. They have access. They can access anybody's phone. Nigeria is sophisticated. It's just that we just don't know. And they just want to make it seem like, oh, we don't have enough money, or oh, we cannot access. They do. What do you think what is the NCC doing? Do you know the laws surrounding NCC, Nigerian, I think, Communications Commission? Even that the Patami guy. Listen, they have access to their conversations. They have satellite access to anything that they want. And even if they don't even have it in their possession, Nigerian government can pay any Western nation that has this technology. They have the technology. They are just being selective. That's just it. As regards the constitutional discussion, I think I totally agree. I'm not going to overflog it. I think I totally agree with Sir CM on all his postulations, and I would say the key word for today is untouched. That's something I have learned today. Untouched. You know what? I was listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know anybody who doesn't know, he's an actor of Terminator, and was a former governor of California in the United States. When he was talking about his life, briefly, and was talking about, certain things that made him who he was today and what he did to transform California to the best of his abilities. He said something which has resonated with me for a very long time. I mean, this was years ago, watching that interview. And he said, break the rules, but do not break the law. In his life, his personal life, his political life, he broke the rules. Now, I want to mirror it to what is going on in Nigeria today. Nigerian youths, in fact, whether you are a youth or an elder, break the rules of the ruling party, break the rules of the oligarchs, break the rules of those people who are dividing Nigeria by ethnicity, religion, or social status. Break that rule. Break that rule and take hold of your country. Do not break the law, but break that rule. Break that yoke of saying a Hausa or a Fulani man cannot vote for a Kanuri man, or a Kanuri man cannot vote for an Igbo man, or a Bini man cannot vote for an Isha man, or a Yoruba man can never ever vote for a Hausa man. Break that rule. Break that rule and you see Nigeria transform. And also, we can also break the rule of the state of our minds, because a lot of us, our minds have been corrupted, even unconsciously. Sometimes we see the body language of some people or how they talk, like a certain man that comes, to the show, just to get viewers to Nigeria Watch. You could sense the body language, you could sense the tone, and it also applies to people like Kwakwan. So people like the man at Bodilon, people like the former vice president, people like Asari Dokubo, people like Reno Omokri. All of them break the rules, Nigerians, break that rule, and you will see how your country will be transformed. Break the rules, but do not break the law. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Break the rules, but don't break the law. But in Nigeria, they first break the law before they break the rules.
We are dealing with an Iberianism government now, so everybody's doing what they are doing. So we have to break that Iberianism government, break all the rules set up by the evil people that bought the 99 Constitution, break the rules concerning, the way people talk about, confuse people with religion, ethnicity, and social status. Break the rule, how you can be a child of nobody, and you can be somebody, and you can transform generations. And Schwarzenegger came from a different country. I think he came from Austria. I mean, he went to the army and all that. His father was a veteran with the Adolf Hitler war. But you know what? He came to America where he wasn't even able to speak English. He didn't even speak English, you know, but he got to that level that he became a governor of one of the most populous and popular states in America after New York. After New York, I think it's California that has the highest number of the RGI in America. So for somebody who's even his tone is not even fluent American, you could see a snippet of his European Austrian accent. But because of how he broke the rules starting from his personal life, and then he transcended it to the public life, and that is what Peter Obi did. His personal life, if you check his personal life, he also transfigurate it to the public life to change generations. You know, we should start thinking very deep like that. Get inspiration from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get inspiration from even somebody that you know in your life. Show me a person that you want to be like, and see how that person had transformed. Looking at their background, whether they come from a rich or a poor background, and see where they are now, and see the roadmap of how their life turned out to be. As long as they didn't kill anyone, they didn't convert public funds to their own personal coffers like Alpha Beta in the name of I want to secure funds or IGR, you know, stuff like that. Break the rules of the game of what these evil politicians of APC, PDP, NNPP, and all those other parties that are coming up. Break those rules, but do not break the law, Nigerian. Break the rules and let us shame them. Let us shame that old ideology. Let us shame it by breaking the rules of divisiveness, using religion, ethnicity, and social status. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
The fear may not go break my network.
Lefty,
everything I was hearing.
Please let me quickly support something my sister just.
Talk to us.
Yeah. Let me quickly support something my sister just said.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Please, I just want to quickly make us to understand that, you know, usually 5 o'clock Nigeria time, we have always come online, Kachi. So let's have it in mind that in, say, in 20 minutes time, we'll be running up to join the next broadcast. The next official broadcast for today by Kachi. So we'll just put that in mind. Yes,
okay. I'll be very brief. I'll be very brief. In response to the speaker before my sister spoke, that he was lamenting if the government does not know what is happening. I can tell you with all authority that the government knows what is happening. See, I have a friend. I'm not going to mention name. He worked with the DSS. He's a DSS man in the Jonathan's government. And let me tell you, they have every communication, any phone call that goes in Nigeria, they have the intelligence, everything. So you see this government right now, they know what is going on. And that is why some people have come out to say that they are complicit in what is happening. And I agree. So let us not be thinking that the government does not know, or the government is handicapped, or they are overpowered. No. They are fully aware of what is going on. But they have chosen not to do anything because they are playing out their own agenda. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, we all know that, yes, our government, the people that are at the corridor of powers exactly know what they're doing. We all know that, yes, they are playing with us. We all know that many of them are not serious people. We all know that they are greedy executives and religious bigots. And we all know that. And we all know that. And we all know that. Yes, we know. I'm happy things are happening in our favor. For we that choose to be obedient. PDP crisis has gone so deep now that even Wike refused to have one-on-one meeting with Atiku. In fact, everything is working in our favor. Okowa said he has lost his certificate. Oh, God. But you see better past in the bull. He said he has a printout, but he has lost his certificate. You see how these people, how mean they can be. These are people with public office and trust with security, money, infrastructures, and everything.
Sorry, just a bit. Sorry, Toya. I thought, just to chip in something, I know Okowa is a medical doctor, studied at University of Ibadan. And he graduated in the 80s or so, as I heard. So why can't he? Is it the certificate he lost, or secondary school he said he attended? Was it
No, the secondary school certificate.
It cannot be. He studied
in. Why? Somebody that has his certificate said he lost his certificate. You say it cannot be. Why can't it be? Is it not the politics?
I am confused. See, I am confused as well as you. Okowa said he lost his certificate. Nah, I don't know. I have to investigate this.
Itoya, we can just one moment. We can do this thing. I'm looking at his Wikipedia, his biography. He attended Edo College, which is Edo College in Benin. That is around.
Okay, just wait. Mute your.
I see him. I'm confused too.
Hold on now.
Lefties, you go keep pressing on.
I lost my YS certificate, but I had good results. Okowa. This one was yesterday. This news trended yesterday.
Where is it on YouTube or where?
No, wait, you go and search it now.
Nigeria comedy go comedy. Nigeria is pro-mass comedy.
I tell you what, just listen to the news.
Allow us to laugh, I beg, please.
And I will keep us in that country.
Laughter the best medicine, please. We want to take medicine. Allow people to laugh. Those that want to laugh, please. Just give us that privilege. Allow us, please. We are getting medicine for our life, please.
They're not going to allow me to read the news. Delta Governor Ifeanyi Okowa debunked report that he does not have a West Africa school certificate, because we had that one yesterday. Now he came out to say he said he was an outstanding student of secondary school level, adding he made second best result at A level throughout this country in 1976. The People Democratic Party PDP vice presidential candidate said virtually all universities in the country offered him admission based on his outstanding performance in WASC and high school certificate HNC examination. He said media report about his missing results were deliberate, wrong perception, and unnecessary politics. Okowa speaks at Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, in Isoko North local government area. He said, on this issue of my certificate, I think it is misconception. People try to play politics with it, everything. Yes, I lost my YX certificate.
Mr. CM, I mean, I beg no verse lefty side they laugh. I beg, forgive me that I'm laughing lefty. I'm sorry.
It's a good medicine. It's not only that people may feel embarrassed. See. Edo College, far, and it's down the road from where left whoever it is.
He said, but I have the printout from Edo College, Benin City, why clearly stated that I have distinction in all subjects. So I don't want to go further. I just want us to end PDP Wahala and all the problem. Okowa lost certificate, but he get printout.
$5. It's 5 o'clock.
Excuse me. Okowa is not. Doesn't have any problem. I think he was able to mention the school where he attended. Whereby the other people do not even know the name of the school they attend.
Sorry, I don't want us to. I don't want us to deliberate on this. I just want to use that one to almost laugh and relax ourselves. We need to join the next program now, the Kachi program, because it's just about time. I told you we're going to stop.
Wow.
Yes, we're going to stop now. So I want to appreciate everybody that viewed us right from the beginning till now. So we should be rounding up to join the other program, I want to thank the Machiavelli, Vine, Maswell, the veteran, Charles, Alex, Asemota, Bright Asemota, Andrew, Engineer Ken, though he never spoke, Mr. Gareba Kennedy, Gingerbread, the Omi Bread, Madam Rita, H.O. came, he never spoke, he came twice. CM and Christ that came and left. So I'm saying thank you, everybody. So it's time for us to quickly round up. So to enable us join the other program. So thank you very much, everybody on the comment sections. Those that called in, just 2 people called in. FA from FA to Bore from Italy, and Sam. So from I think Sam US. So we appreciate you all. We say thank you.
Than sacrifice. Our neighbors.